Hello, everybody. I made it. Yesterday was kind of crazy. I was really going to try to get on here at 3 o'clock, and then I thought maybe I can do 4. And then it dawned on me with everything going on around here and the time that I have to feed the dogs and the time my husband gets off work, there was going to be a lot of interruptions. And so I thought it's just too much to try to do that. And then I was feeling kind of crappy too, because I don't know about you guys, but with it being winter and cold, and then dry inside with the heat, like sometimes it just chokes you out. Like, I mean, even if you try to drink a lot of water. So I had like a spell with that happening and finally got through that ordeal. And then by then my back was just killing me from coughing. So it was really quite the afternoon, and I was really tired because I'd been up the night before and I hadn't gone to sleep because noticed one of my favorite creators was on. Leanie and Maggie were hanging in the group, and so I couldn't resist going and visiting with them, and yeah, so but I did eventually get some naps in yesterday and tried to make myself go to bed and stay in bed and not stay up all night. So I was excited about that. But yeah. Hi, Donna. Good afternoon, or 10 a.m. or 11 for you. I think 10 a.m. I have a designated space in the house that I'm going to read this information from so that there's no interruptions. Because can you imagine trying to read something important and having dogs like literally howling? Just isn't going to work. So I figured I would chit chat for a few minutes and wait for some people to catch the live, and then I'll start kind of doing an update on what's been going on here. We've had a lot of positives and a lot of negatives, but the negatives were before the positives, and most of those happened in 2025. So far in 2026, other than just daily life struggles, things that were very burdening in 2025 have now been lifted a bit, which is an amazing thing to look forward to. Good. Yeah, I thought we were only 2 hours difference because, like, literally, I spent so much time out west in Nevada and Arizona that I was so much on that, like, 2 hour different time. So it still affects me here because I still constantly am more on that schedule than I ever am my own. It's weird. It just means I need to move out there like I want to so badly. For sure. It is really cold and blistery today. Um, Probably late last night, you could really hear the wind gusting, and so it just sounds crazy when you're inside and we have a metal roof, and partially we still have metal siding because we haven't got it all the way changed to vinyl, but it can be pretty loud and that air gets up in there. So, but yeah, I definitely wish I was on a cruise somewhere in the ocean where it's warm, because this is too much. And here goes the dog already. Hold on. I'm going to mute for a second here. I swear to you that no matter what I do to keep the dogs calm and get them settled, I always seem to find a way to find something to complain about. And it's only the one dog that does it. You know, he's our grumpy old alpha, Mr. Milo. Get up there and sit in the chair with Chris. Get up there and sit down then. He likes to sit on the chairs in the kitchen. So if we want to sit and talk, then usually we pull up a chair and let the dog sit there too, because otherwise he sits and yells at people because he wants to be in the chair. He literally goes as far as to trick my husband at times, which my husband caught on to it. But let's just put it this way. The dog doesn't do it that way every time, but he discovered that he would run over to the door and bark at the door to go outside. And then when my husband would go to let him out, he would run back over here and jump in his chair. So let's just say Bigfoot's not so keen on putting him outside every time he asks now, because he thinks he's after his chair. Even when I even put the chair up to the table so he can't have the chair, so he's not tempted. It's just funny. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all. yeah, pretty much after I got back from the cruise in October of last year, I had literally had an appointment that I had to go take care of. It was a couple tests that had been, let's just say, between me and the doctors, put off for about 2 years from the time they were first ordered. And so my vacation ended abruptly with colder weather, and then of course having to go and have these procedures done, which most of us at our age have all had, done the whole colonoscopy thing. And because I was having such problems like 4 years, the last 4 or 5 years with my stomach, they decided they want to do a scope as well, where they look down into your stomach. And so we had both those done at the same time, mind you. I was petrified because I wasn't aware that while you were awake, before they put you under, they strapped this thing around your head, which it's got like this piece that goes in your mouth, a mouthpiece, and it holds your mouth open. So obviously they can get the camera down there. But the whole thing was they put it on me before I was put out, and it was really tight. And I started having a vision of this scene from a Criminal Minds episode where the guy has the people all like, tied in a chair, and they got that same thing on where their mouth is pried open, and he cuts their tongues off. And it's like, it was horrible. It was a horrible one of the episodes. It was just awful. Right. And I told the nurse, I said, could you please loosen this? I'm having PTSD from something I saw a long time ago. Anyway, needless to say, they did loosen it a little, but then I was asleep not long after. And so it was probably like 10, 12 days after, and they do biopsies on everything, that I got the initial results. Now, the next, like right away when I got out of recovery, they tell you what they found, what they can tell you. And the rest of the stuff that they do tests for have to wait and come back. So she told me that I had 8 polyps. All of them were benign. So they were basically cancerous, but hadn't turned all the way there yet. But 2 were almost, and 2 were bigger than the rest. And they remove those because that's part of doing the colonoscopy procedure. Is if they find anything, they remove it, and they test all of it. So they tested all of them and found out. I was really lucky, and I should have been in there years ago, obviously. And then on the scope for my stomach, they found small hernia, inflamed stomach tissue, and an organism like a bacteria infection called H. pylori. And I'd never heard of it before in my life. It was one of the reasons what was causing a whole lot of my problems with my stomach, on top of other things. And the cure for that is a really strict, like 2-week method of 2 really strong antibiotics to kick them out, to kick this off. And especially since I'd had it a while. So I was on those, and that was exhausting because that medicine was so strong. And I got through that, and then they did another sample so they could test to see if it was gone. What I didn't know is I wasn't supposed to take the test in when I went for my recheckup, my follow-up appointment. It was supposed to be 4 weeks from the time you stopped taking the antibiotics. So I took it in a little too soon. It was still negative, but they still want me to do another one because it was a little too soon. So it was kind of scary to find that out. I kind of suspected that things weren't going to be great. I already kind of figured there'd be something. I didn't know it'd be that much or that bad or that close to being the worst case scenario. So it was kind of scary. And then I asked a lot of questions about like how sure are they when they remove things that tissues haven't been affected in, in the other areas. And all they can do is do a recheck. And for some reason, I think that it was pretty serious, but they said they didn't need to see me back for 3 years. And I'm like, I'm thinking once a year would make me feel a little safer just because of all that, but we'll see. So, basically I just got through, like just at the end of the year, last couple of days of the year, finishing the medication. So I haven't been off of it very long. And so, yeah, pretty much from like Thanksgiving to almost just before Christmas, I was on that medication. So it was interesting. And then I've been doing a lot of healthy stuff that I do normally, my organic stuff. I've got all sorts of concoctions I make that I take daily. Just because I've been on this weight loss kick and trying to get healthier. Me and my husband both lost quite a bit of weight last summer. Well, basically over the year, but mostly through the summer months. And of course, it's a challenge now that we're in the house. It's cold, not getting out much. doesn't really help all of the progress I made last year. So yeah, kind of wishing I was in Arizona or Nevada right now where it's warm and I could be active more, because with my arthritis and my back and all the things that I go through every day, the cold weather is not my friend or anybody else's that has the same thing. So it is not fun, y'all. Just not fun at all. Right now, I'm on my like third cup of coffee just because I'm trying to stay warm. It always, nice toasty warm coffee or tea will keep you warm in the cold winter days. But yeah, it's so hard to figure out. Uh-oh. It's always so hard to figure out the right time of day to try to catch the best audience for things. And the craziest thing about it is probably the best amount of audience I've had, oddly enough, was literally lives that I did in the middle of the night, like early morning hours, really late at night, like after 12 or 2 a.m. or early morning hours, like 6 to 8 a.m., like coffee time. And so I was really kind of trying to navigate which would be the best way to go for times and stuff. I didn't want to do something that's around the time when people are getting off work or dinner time. Some people have to pick up kids, and so it's really like, after dinner hours or early morning sometimes, I think, are probably the best for those of us that are retired or at home. Daytime's probably better, but that's why we can rewatch things, right? Because trust me, a lot of the things I like to watch, it's not always easy to catch all of it at once. And so thank goodness for replay, right? That's what we have nowadays is replay. I remember back in the day when we had VHS tapes and you had to push rewind and fast forward, and the thing would just be going, trying to get it to the right spot. Wow, we've come a long way, haven't we? We really have. Well, and I have a feeling that I'm going to do 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to go in another room where it's really quiet and try to read this amazing letter that my father wrote recently, November 14th of 2025. There was two letters that he wrote, and this one is the second one, but it recaps most of the first one. And the other one was, I felt like this one explains more of like what I'm trying to explain and what I'm trying to share. So it will reference the first letter, this being the second he has sent to the president. And my dad currently resides in Fort Dodge Correctional Facility in Fort Dodge, Iowa. And he has been incarcerated in the Iowa criminal legal justice system for 40 years. And so, but yeah, there's been a whole lot of things. I mean, since I'm a true crime person through and through, I love to, figure out what's going on, get to the truth, try to figure out, who's really guilty of crimes. And it's interesting to try to solve some of these crimes and cases. Really, it is. I've always, even as a young child, I was all about Nancy Drew and all the detective stuff and Sherlock Holmes and the whole lot, right? So for me, this is a really big deal when it hits close to home, and that a crime or the justice system itself has literally affected your life in such a dramatic way for so long. I've had a whole lot of stuff going on over the years where I've wanted to really dive into this and try to help my dad or try to get to the bottom of it, because we knew he always got kind of the short end of the stick. The justice system did not work in his favor at all up here. And a lot of things were done that were incredibly wrong, handled the wrong way, just like current cases we're all following, a lot of us on YouTube and in the news. So, yeah. And so I've been trying to figure out different projects to reach out to try to get help with my dad's case. And there are a few creators out there that I have watched on, talk about other cases that we're all, following now. And during the time that I've observed some of them, there's a few of them that stood out to me that they really are about wanting to get the truth or fairness for people. And I think that that's like, it is an entire lifetime. And so I'm trying to kind of figure out who would be the best people to reach out to that would want to help me deep dive and do some research on my dad's case and see what we can do to help him. Um, I talked to him a little bit about our governor here, and they do have, a lot of them will do clemency type stuff. But even though we have a Republican governor, my dad has informed me that she's not going to be somebody that is going to be wanting to help with anything like this. She's never done anything like that. And she's never, you know, given clemency to anybody else during her time in office. So he basically just said, you know what, I'm just going to write the president. I'm going to talk to him about, how I feel about, because, well, their voices don't really get heard unless they do write letters like this about, how they feel about what's going on out here, which according to my dad, it's total mayhem out here. I said, yeah, you're probably safer where you're at than we are right now. And I mean, we both chuckled, but in a serious manner, it's the truth. So, hold on a second. I'm glad you said that, Donna, because my friend, um, one of my girlfriends, suggested the same thing. And my thing is trying to figure out how to connect with her to get his case information. Because I'd be willing to do that as well. Hi, Peyton. How are you? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you or talked to you in forever. Welcome. I'm gonna be right back, everybody. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let a dog outside real quick. Be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry. I try to do everything with the dogs before I get on here, and they just always end up needing. There's always something. Oh my word. So yeah, and it's so cold out there. I don't know how they can stand out there. I'm dying. Yeah. So give me a few minutes, and I'll go get her. Good. Just at work. I got another set of twins on the way. Oh my word, brother. Devils. Which one of you guys got twins in your family? Her or you? Or either? Has to be her, maybe. I'm thinking. How old are the twins now, too? Yep, your first set. Hmm. Yeah, if you don't get a chance to stand here to both, oh wow, well there you go, right? Um, if you don't get a chance that you're at work to hear me reading this information on my dad, you can always do the rewatch. But I'm going to do that here in a minute. I got to grab the dog from outside, get her settled, and then I'm going to go in another room to do this because there's no way that I'll get through even this 2.5 page, 3 pages without them barking. There's just no doubt. So I will be right back. All right, back. Goodness gracious. It ain't one thing, it's another. Yesterday it was really nice outside. It was, I think it got up to 50. Then it was, you know what I mean? It wasn't cold at all. Then like at the end of the day, it just got windy and it's been cold and windy ever since. We don't get but a day here and there where it's halfway decent, y'all. Hey, Becca. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, goodness gracious. I haven't started reading anything yet. I already know how the dog is. Yeah, I know, right? Well, Milo's the one who does the most barking. The other two are pretty good, but he's definitely still. But he wasn't bad back in the day because I used to have everybody come over and hang out and visit, and he would just like get excited and hang out with everybody. But he didn't even do it the first 2 years I was here. But after everybody started coming over and the twins would come walking in, or people be coming in yelling and stuff, he got all paranoid. Now he has like PTSD and shit. No, no lie. I can't figure it out. He'll just get mad and start barking at people, and it's like a person just going on and on and on. And it's like, oh my gosh, dude, you got to calm down. So yeah, so that's what we deal with now. But yeah, a lot different setup here than it was where I lived down there. I miss my old house. That's it all the time. I've missed it every day that I've since I moved. It's definitely nicer having my nice big shed, my garage, my huge yard, lots of space, basement in case there's a storm, all that good stuff. So, all right, so we've got, we've got, we got everybody buckled down now. So, how's everybody else doing out there today? Like I said, just literally right when I got back, I planned on starting to, and I'm going to tell you that this is crazy, but I think sometimes in life, for some of us, planning ahead works, and for others of us, planning daily only works because every time I set my mind, okay, I'm going to get this done, something always comes along and stampedes my plan. Okay. And so now that I'm feeling better and got past that whole rough couple months where, yeah, where you're sitting there thinking, okay, they just saved my life, but I hope that it wasn't too late, that they didn't, that they get everything when they find things that are bad in your body and they get rid of them, you just pray that nothing else has happened, since it took how long for all that to come about, right? But it had been like probably 15 years or more in between those two. The first time I ever had that test done, when we're all in our 40s and we're supposed to, until I did it again. It was like, yeah, about 14 years. So that's a long time. And anyway, so all I have to say is don't wait, don't procrastinate. I waited. I remember the first thing the doctor said, when the day that right before the surgery, she said, well, I finally meet you after 2 years. 2 years is how long we had been trying to get this appointment made and get this procedure done. Mostly I had changed a couple of them. They had changed a couple on me. And then I had that little heart scare for a minute. They had to make sure that was all good. And so that was all clear. And then this was the next thing, And then it was like a whole, from the time I was supposed to get it done till the next time they had available, like 6 months later. So anyways, I'm just glad that's all over with. And hopefully this situation's not good. I'm here listening. I thought you let me go to set your live. I didn't realize it was already. Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. It took me a minute I was trying to figure out all my, you know, background and all that crap. And you got to set everything a certain way in different colors. There's so much to it, right? And this is just the basics. I mean, there's so much more I can do. I just really need to sit down sometime and spend a lot of time working on it, getting some new intros made and stuff. Now the AI can help. I guess I can get some help from AI, right? Are you in motion, or are you sitting still? You miss Teddy. I know, I miss Teddy too. Little Gizmo is since he's a teddy bear, he's part Bashan Fries, like Teddy was Bashan Fries, and then he's part Shih Tzu. So he's got that long body and that white fuzzy fur like Teddy did. But as far as I know, he's doing really good. I mean, one of my really good friends up north took him in, and yeah, I like him too. I miss him. He was a funny dog. And now we got the Three Stooges. For real, you guys. 2 boys and a girl, right? And the age difference is crazy. Because Emma and Milo are literally like 14, 15 months apart. And then we got Gizmo, and he's just 2. Just turned 2 in November of last year. So there's a big age gap with these dogs. Basically, he came along, and neither one of them became parents because I had him fixed. So he was like the little fella, like the adopted fella. But really what ended up happening was the female dog ended up being motherly with him and protective of him, and then always kind of like stepped in if he was getting into something or Milo wasn't in the mood. Oh, both girls. So are they going to be identical then, probably? OMG, y'all. Speaking of twins, yeah. One of mine was just told that I was going live at 1 o'clock and I wouldn't be done until after 3. And she's still texting me. Fraternal. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, sometimes they are, the same sex. You never know, but that's wild that you have four youngins, 2 sets of twins. Boy, you're gonna be a busy fella. Huh. Hey, Becca, this my friend here on Facebook, Peyton. He's a really good friend of mine. I met him when I lived in Blairstown years ago, and he was one of my adopted sons. We always had a really good time, and everybody always came and hung out. We all just chilled, and you know, they helped me, I helped them, and it was great. I miss those days. I miss those days when things were simpler. Now we all have such crazy busy lives, and we never get to see each other, but I really appreciate the pop in because I like to see familiar names that I haven't seen in a while. It's nice. I was wondering. Yeah. She's like, she's talking to herself. I don't know what's happening up here. No, not today. But anyway, so you guys, we've got a few people in here, and so I'm going to, what am I going to do? Have a few more sips of coffee, and then I'm going to go back there to the desk and read this to y'all. Now, I'm going to have my camera on so that we can look at it together, as I'm reading it, if that helps. I know a lot of people do that. A lot of creators do that on their channel. That way people can follow along. Whatever, if it gets to be too much, then I'll set the camera down and I'll do it a different way. But that's going to be my first attempt to try to do it that way. So I'm going to be driving, but I'm listening too. Okay, I just don't want you to be distracted. Oh goodness, you guys, that coffee tastes good. I love the new non-dairy creamers, and I mixed a little creme brulee with a little of the coconut one. Snaps, perfect, perfecto. Wow, you guys, I don't know. I have like, what else are you? Where else are you live? And on YouTube. I'm streaming on both YouTube and Facebook. Because I figured there's like a lot of people, when I realized that you could actually do that don't go on YouTube. So I figured I would just try to like reach out to everybody. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have like a little thing that I was going to do with the dogs. I'm going to put a short out later. And it's at Christmas, we were going to do stockings with the dogs, and I got them a toy and a bone. And Christmas it didn't turn out very good this year. And we had a lot of family stuff going on and just everybody was having a lot of struggles. We never got around to it. They're still hanging up. We're going to do it. So be looking out for a short coming up today sometime. And it'll be the dogs getting into their stockings, which is always very interesting and entertaining. Hopefully they all stick to what's in their own stocking and don't get flustered and try to, bomb rush each other. So my plan is to set the 3 dog beds out, have them lay in it, and put the stocking in front of each dog. But I'm going to kind of separate the spaces a little bit so we can keep things peaceful, right? I'm still here listening. Thank you. Don't worry. If you don't want to text a lot, it doesn't bother me. Yeah, now see, Donna, I can do the British accent just randomly, but I cannot do Maggie's. Is so unique. I just can't. I'd really have to practice it for a minute. I don't know. I think you were on there the other night when she had me trying to do that. And I was like, I don't even want to try it because I know there's no way to do it. Oh, goodness. All right, guys. And now what I think I'm going to do, because this is pretty extensive, is I'm going to read my dad's letter to Trump. And then what I'll do is I'll have another live where I go over some of the stuff that he's filed in reference to his case, different things like that. And so I'm not trying to put all of it in one. Basically, the letter that he wrote kind of covers, it's a little summary of kind of what's going on. And then we'll go over it more in detail later. But I find it, like I said, a lot of us like the true crime stuff. A lot of us really are into finding out the truth and really wanting to hold people accountable for things they've done, but also recognizing that in some cases people are overcharged, oversentenced, plead guilty when they're not, are forced to take sentences because they're not told the truth or represented properly, depending on the family, a person's financial status in the world, makes every difference in cases, who your attorney is, who you end up with, the people involved in whatever crime was committed, or, and then you have every individual state that has their own laws, and they're all different. They're all different, and it's just amazing how different they really are, to be honest with you. I think that's what really makes it, there's just so many like really bad crimes that they don't get serve enough time for, or they get let out way too soon. And it just amazes me. It really does, because I know that's more of a thing now than it used to be 40 years ago. Anyway, and so, yeah, if I suddenly go quiet, it's because I'm anticipating barking. Now, see, in the middle of the night when they're in bed, when they're sleeping all night, I've done lives and I didn't get interrupted one time by them just because it was when they were sleeping, right? But then again, so are a lot of other people at that time. So can't always cater to the dog population here. The three dog population we got going on here. I know, she's so funny. I love Maggie. She cracks me up so bad. And it's fun to be able to laugh and have a good time when life can just be so sour and so depressing some days. And then laughter is kind of the one thing that can really pull you out of it. And it can be the simplest thing. I know me and some of the girls, when we get to carrying on about stuff, we just get to laughing. And my youngest son has been staying with us for a little bit, and we just get giggly and get to laughing and about the silliest things. But hey, it's got to be more fun than the opposite of that, right? So you do what you can to try to figure it out. The one thing I know, though, is that I definitely want to move somewhere warm where it's mostly warm year round. Winters are very mild, and at least go on 2 cruises a year every year because they're so amazing. I just don't really want to go on any of them that have to do with the cold areas or up north or anywhere, anywhere where it has to do with cold. I've spent my whole life around snow and cold, and I know I like it and I don't like it, and I enjoyed it when I did, but I don't anymore. When you get older and you have injuries and arthritis and crap like that, you really got to go for the warmth. You got to go where it's dry and warm and comfortable so you can actually be active and enjoy life more. Because I was enjoying all last year. I had a great year, losing weight, active, planting, growing stuff, just trying to learn the whole plants and how to grow vegetables. And it was really like, I loved it. That was a great year. And then it got cold. And I've been just bummed ever since. I'm so sick of the cold. I just want to go outside and like enjoy the weather, and I can't. So that's that. And the last time I did go out, it was nice outside for that day. Like it was probably 40-ish, which is, I can handle that pretty good. And that was when I went to my appointment. Usually when I go out on an important voyage, I try to do multiple things while I'm out so that I'm taking care of stuff I need to take care of without having to go over and over out into the cold. Oh my goodness. It's so funny though that you brought up Kim Kardashian, because Becca, a friend of mine, and all of us were talking about it just earlier today. It's definitely not as complicated as some of the cases out there that there are. The problem with this is that it's been so long ago. It's 40 years, that's a long time. A lot of things have been worked on and appeals over the years, but comes a time when that kind of like time runs out for those, and if they keep getting denied, then you're stuck. My son's eating pizza even though we already ate lunch, which is drawing the dogs out to work themselves into some frenzy thinking they're going to get something they shouldn't have. They eat all the time if you let them. I don't think they have an off switch. Like we know when we get full. I don't think a dog or a cat, and a cat's probably more than a dog, but dogs just, they could eat endlessly, I think, till they're belly up. I mean, they'd have to be, because, I mean, holy moly. These guys never seem done eating. Like, no, like us, we eat, we're full, we're good for a while. Not the dogs. I do too. I love the sun too. I'm trying to remember. I think it was 2022 when I was in California last. Pretty sure it was. Or, well, no, actually, in March of last year, we went into Needles. That little very bottom tip of California where it connects to Florida, and not Florida. Good Lord, what am I talking about? Where it connects to Arizona and Nevada. Good Lord, I'm on the wrong side of the map there, ain't I? But yeah, that's a pretty interesting spot. It's like um like Bullhead City, Arizona, and then you've got Laughlin, Nevada. They meet right at the river, and then California, and then they droop over, and the tips of all those states, then they come over and they catch up that very tip of California, where Needles is at on that one side. It's really cool. Where I can like in 20 minutes I can drive to either three of those states. Like it's really quite interesting. All right. Well, I'm going to take the phone and the papers, and we're going to go back and do this. That's what we're going to do. Alrighty. Can't have the window open for very long. It's just a little crack, and it's still just holy moly. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. This is my daughter's room, where we have the desk. So, what we're gonna do? Here we go. And on the other quiet spot. I don't think that you guys are gonna be able to see this very well. I'm afraid of. So, what I'm probably gonna do is I need a stand. That's what I need. A stand, guys, a stand. I understand I'm busy. Oh my lord. Okay. So hold it like this and try to read it. But I don't think that's gonna work very well. I think I need to turn on the bright light, you guys. And I don't want to do that, but the light's not bright enough. If I open there, I can open the window a little bit, yes. Okay. Well, I'm trying to get the lighting right here for reading. Let me try the LED, changing it to the white light, to the brighter. It's a little bit brighter. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and start, guys. And I'm going to read it. And like I said, has Dad's name at the top. And it's addressed to the Honorable Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C. All right. Here we go, guys. Dear Mr. President, this communication is a follow-up to my first letter to you, October 28th, 2025, in which I noted my deep, heartfelt appreciation for your accomplishments with the MEGA agenda. I am following the progression, sorry guys, of your remarkable efforts in bringing forward the trade agreements, especially with those countries who were doubling down by resisting the tariffs you had to impose. I am further 100% supportive of the destruction of the drug cartels by proclamation of terrorism against America. Venezuela and Mexico being the primary actors in following narco trafficking to exist within their jurisdictions, bringing in this corruption in government, about corruption in this government and creating a volatile existence for their own citizens. What's so disparaging and mindless are the antics of those leftist lunatics that keep idiotic behaviors and agendas alive. When they broke the law by entering America with the intention of demonstrating against America's framework of laws and beliefs, then as one 1970s patriotic country song quipped, if my light went off, you guys, that was weird. If you don't like it, leave it. Those foreigners coming to America and getting free handouts at taxpayers' expense are the vilest of all human beings. Many are far left, deep state, and communist who intend to destroy the America you and I grew up in. Satanic agendas are being carried forward by those left leaning ideologues, Satan's minions who are too blind to see that they are deceived by the masters of lies. On the Russia's onerous position on the world stage, Putin, for example, is going to be responsible for opening up an all-out global war, as he likely launched the first round of tactical nukes against Ukraine. Come on, like, jeez, I don't like giving off nukes. Where was that? Hold on a minute. Nation states. Okay, I've got to find where I was. 10 of the European nation states are going to become key players in the not too distant future, led by a renewed German financial and military might. To be certain, Putin inwardly understands that America will do whatever it takes to protect its interest in Ukraine's rare earth minerals. Just another reason for Putin's capers that depict his true agenda. Putin wants all of Ukraine. He'll never be satisfied with just the eastern portion he has managed to capture to date. I understand how much time and energy you expend each passing day in your remarkable endeavors to restore this once great nation to its former glory and purpose. That leaves you little to no time to answer the numerous letters you must receive from citizens, praising you for your strength and tenacity as you wow, I'm just gonna keep getting interrupted and getting annoyed with my phone. Um, where was I now? As you face off those treacherous, diabolical, far left political pundits and adversaries who want to defeat all mega initiatives and efforts. Many ordinary citizens do not comprehend the magnitude of the challenges you are up against. Neither do they envision the America the deep state and far left have proposed. I have proposed. I have personally assessed the damage that has already occurred to our beloved country at the behest of former Democratic leadership and the forces of darkness. It is absolutely mind-boggling. Those who venture into the realms of radical left extremism are headed for a nightmarish and life-changing existence founded upon invasive critical theory dogma. The beloved Charles James Kirk is a heartbreaking example of how far evil radicalism has progressed in America. With your leadership and God's wisdom guiding you, wait, yeah, next page, guiding you, there will be no retreat from this evil enemy who is waging all-out war from within and without. Victory is representative in the mega-inspired banner you introduced, Make America Great Again. I'm serving a life sentence in the Reno state of Iowa. I am bitterly angry at Governor Kim Reynolds for jumping ship on you. Sorry, guys. Jumping ship on you in your 2.0 re-election campaign. Also, she has never commuted or pardoned one life-sentenced person of the nearly 1,000 Iowans that are locked up serving life without parole sentences. I'm sending you the essay I wrote on Iowa's life without parole, political evil. It explains just how Reno, Iowa is in its politicals concerning sentencing. I hasten to add the sentence I received in 1985 was obtained by way of a jury verdict after a shame trial. One of the ex-bandled jurors was selected over my objections. That juror personally knew the family of the alleged victim. Years later, it was discovered the attorney who represented me never advised me of a plea offer made by the prosecutor. Had I been advised of the plea offer, I would have accepted it. Under the terms of the plea, I would have discharged the sentence in 2010. Pardon me and permit me to serve this nation of ours with my knowledge of the law and inherent desire to do good and fully support your mega efforts. My daughter, me, Sherry, has the inside story of the story and wants to share it with you. He gives my phone number. Because Iowa rejects and refuses to follow the constitutional rule of law, there is no hope for reprieve and justice through the formal communication procedure. The Reno governor, Kim Reynolds, has refused to commute worthy life sentence persons serving time in the Iowa Department of Corrections. That's fucking right. She is a traitor of God and country, and most assured to Mega. Sincerely, Ernest F. Walters. So this is the second letter Dad sent to him. The first letter was, I read through, he pretty much summarized it in this one as well. So I chose this one over that one. And then on my next live, I'm going to read to you guys the plea offers that were discovered later and some of the information on the case. But I wanted to get that letter done that he had written to Trump. And like I said, instead of it just being a letter of, hey, can you get me out of here? He wanted to demonstrate his feelings towards what's going on in the world today. And, you know, and give, credit where credit's due, because as we all know, we've been through a really rough last 5 years, and we're getting there, but there's a lot of fixing to do. And pretty much it's not just one man's job, as I say to everybody, it's everybody's job to make sure that we keep the country safe, and we make sure that nobody's stealing money that is meant for our citizens that need help themselves, and our veterans, and everybody that's important here. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's basically everybody's job to fix what's broken, whether we completely individually did it ourselves or not. It's just up to us to take care of it. And fighting each other and disagreeing is fine, but fighting each other instead of finding a solution is never going to be the solve to peace or equality. We all know that, right? So I don't need to tell you guys that. But that being said, I'm going to attempt to go back out here. We'll see if the dogs will behave, guys. Yeah, it's just one of those sensor lights. Like if you move away from it, it turns off. They work really good because it really cuts down on the light bill, especially with young people in the house. And it just works really good for them because then they're able to, when they walk away, light goes off. There you go. Okay. Here we go, guys. So anyway, so I got that taken care of. And like I said, anybody that couldn't make it for the live can do the rewatch, and that should really kind of give you an idea of what we're dealing with. That's just basically like the forefront of everything. Obviously, I'll get more into the case as time goes on. I will read like the plea stuff and all that on my next live, which I don't know. I may just try to do another one later and get into that too, so that it's not too far apart. Because I know sometimes it's hard for people to kind of keep up with what they've already heard if you don't keep things close together. You know what I mean? And so, and we don't know, and I don't know how we will know, with as busy as a president is and as much mail as they get, that he would ever get a chance to see this is what, we don't know. I mean, that was October of last year. A lot of stuff has happened, you know, um, so there's no way to know, you know. Um, and of course, now I'm like watching the phone to see if any weird numbers call me from somewhere like, you know, Washington, whatever. Um, it's a long shot, but in the meantime, I want to try to get some other people to help me look at the case that might be able to, kind of the steps in between. It would get that far, right, up to the top. So I just need a little assistance with it, and I've been looking at some projects that handle, and I'll tell you what they're called here in a second. I'm just not sure which one's the right one for him. I have left a couple messages. I have not been returned calls yet, but okay. So one of them is called Return to Freedom Project, and the other one is called the Sentencing Project. I looked those up, and they're here local in Iowa. I figured that might be a place to start, so I did leave a message probably 3 weeks ago now with both of those places. I have not heard back anything yet. Um, my dad has some amazing like stuff that he had sent me. And I have to get this stuff together. So that I can organize it for the next time we. There's a page missing somewhere. Okay. I think he just sent me a couple extra copies. Okay, wait, what is this one? So, okay. I think I just got multiple copies of stuff, guys, and I'm like trying to make sure how many different things here go to what. There's a lot. Page 2. Okay, yeah, so he sent me several copies in case anybody needs any copies sent. If anybody, if I do find a way to connect with somebody on any of this, that would really be quite helpful. Yeah, so let me just put this all in here. I think I need to separate some of this stuff. Some of it's just separate the stuff he wants me to read with the case stuff so that things are in the right order here. There we go. Sorry for all the paper noise, guys. Trying to get this stuff kind of more organized together so it makes more sense. I just think that he had sent me multiple copies, and that's what I'm seeing here. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, there's all these copies of the same thing. Just want to make sure that the same thing. That one's a different letter, and this is the same one. Okay. One of two. Okay. These are identical. Yep. Okay. All right. So those two and this one. All right. There we go, guys. I got it. I finally figured it out. Okay. And so from here on out, I don't know exactly how I'm going to title things, but I'll come up with a creative way to so that we know which, like that was the letter basically showing kind of like what we're trying to accomplish, and he's trying to reach out. But then the next part of it will be we've got some new people in. Aren't Cougars submissions? Okay, hey, what's up? Okay, so I'll figure out an interesting way to progress the information, but we'll do the next step, and I guess we'll do case information and plea offer, and I'll just name them as to whatever the documents are that I'm going to read. So, but yeah, so now we can just kind of hang out and chill if you want. If anybody wants to panel or anything, I can do that as well. Or sometimes that seems like a fun thing to do later in the evening. I'm trying to decide if I want to do I don't know if I want to do a second live today and cover the other part of it, or if I wait until tomorrow and do maybe do 2 a week that have to do with the case, and then 2 lives that are like panel lives where we can just hang out and chill. That would work, I think. I'm not sure what y'all think, but let me know what you think about that. Like I said, I just did the letter, so maybe give people a chance to look and do the rewatch. So maybe I'll just go ahead and plan it for tomorrow. If this afternoon time works good, I can kind of stick to this time, or I can also try, I guess. I know that a lot of my true crime people that I watch do a lot of evening lives, so I really don't want to get into the evening, into that time frame, because then I can't watch them and other people will be busy as well. So I'm feeling like, early afternoon or evening would have to be, I'm saying like somewhere around 9 or 10 o'clock, and so just kind of let me know in the chat those of you that are in here still, let me know what you think of those times. You'd rather me do this more like what I'm doing right now at this time, or should we shoot for maybe once a week it's earlier and once a week I do a later live on this? Just kind of shooting out some ideas. I know I can't cater to everybody, but I do really care about who, if you want to follow this and it's something new I'm doing, like obviously, I normally do bucket list stuff and vacation stuff, but I also do gardening stuff, cooking, recipes, animal videos, a little of everything. But as far as content, this is just, like I said, it's it's something close to the heart. And I also have a brother who was involved in this case as a young child, and he's got schizophrenia, so he struggles really hard with that. And about 3 years ago, he went off his medicine, changed jobs, stopped eating meat, and quit drinking. Changed his life completely, but way too fast and too many things at once. And it put him in a bad place, and he lost a lot of things and ended up, getting in trouble. Why they didn't realize that he was sick and was off his medicine. So right now he's getting help for that. He's in prison in California, and waiting to overturn an appeal for his case because he was definitely in a medical situation when his actions, came about. So they're trying to fight for that. So I really got two really important people in my life, my brother and my dad, who are both in prisons, one in Iowa, one in California. I hadn't been in touch with my brother for years. I knew through his daughter who lives in this area that he was there, but hadn't spoke to him in years. I hadn't even talked to him. And then like 5 days ago, just out of the blue, he called me, and it was so nice to hear his voice and just good to know that he was okay, because I know he went through some really rough times, and he was doing so good before. He tried to do better for himself, but did it the wrong way, like tried to change too much too fast. And it goes to show, like we can be really excited about changes, but we have to do them slowly sometimes, especially depending on what they are. But when they're major life things, you really got to be careful, because our, bodies get adjusted to different things, medicines, foods, things, and drinks and different things. And then all of a sudden you just starve your body and don't slowly take it and remove it from it. It's like a shock. So I do know that for a fact. The one thing I was determined when I went on the cruise was I was going to make sure that I had at least one of the things that's healthy that I've been doing all year that was helping me feel better daily. And I made sure that I was able to take that on the boat, because I didn't want to be without something and then go backtrack with all the time that I'd spent curing things. I didn't want to lose that momentum. And during that week on the ship, my daughter that was with me also was being treated to the healthy stuff and the coconut oil and the stuff that I do. And so that was really good too. So she got to get a little boost of healthiness as well. If you drop the link in a little bit, I'll come up and hang out with you for a few minutes. Okay, sounds good. Just let me know when. Let me look and see how to do it. I always remember how, but I never have been able to figure out, y'all, how to pin it to the top. I'm not even lying when I say that. It's so silly that I should know how to do that, right? But you'd think that I could figure it out, right? Somebody said pin something one time, and I thought, and I was just like, okay, here we go. So yeah, all I know is that I was 15 years old, and I was at a friend's house after school, and happened to be in their family room, and the TV was on. I think it must have been like the 5 o'clock news. And how I found out what happened to my dad, because I hadn't seen him for a minute, so I didn't realize that all this stuff had gone wrong. It's him being arrested on live TV. was literally like the most like shell-shocking moment I can honestly say that I can remember ever having. Like, just really was, you know, and especially because last time I seen him, everything was fine, you know, and it just shows you how fast life changes and how quickly things can happen to your loved ones without you even knowing it, even though you thought everything was okay, you know, and yeah, so I don't know, y'all. You know, I was wondering about how you do teleprompter. They have all these new little gadgets on here, but I was always wondering, like, where they have that like place where you can play music and stuff, and I always wondered how that, if a person can hear that. Tell me in the chat if you can hear that. Okay, good. Because now I can like remember to put this on. Like if there's no, I need to add music. It says more music, but it doesn't really give you very many choices, y'all. Just add music, so I need to learn how to add music to it. That's what I'll have to do. I'll work on that. Let's try this. It's real weird stuff, y'all. How is that dance pop? That's just so weird. And that one, you know what it's called? Feeding the ducks. I mean, are you kidding me right now? Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out, you guys, how to more sounds, drum rolls. Okay, so that's an audience background thing. That's wild, you guys. Oh my word. Okay, we'll turn that off. But there, at least I got that figured out. I just wanted to see if that like if that like I can only hear it or you guys can hear it too. So cool. The dog has some sort of strange whine to him that just is inevitably annoying. Like at every level.
Here's some music by
Sorry guys, Alexa literally like started talking. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm coming. Click. There we go. Here we are.
Hello.
Hello. Chris said something
Driving.
in Alexa. Never mind. The thing over there. I can't say its name.
Don't
Her.
say it.
Yeah, I know. I just saw myself like, whoa, wait a minute. And she like just started playing some random thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, please stop.
Don't say it.
If I could just figure out if the best time would be like early afternoon or at night after dinner time. I just can't figure it out. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. See that like a lot of like for me, for example, I listen to a lot of different shows, but I'm constantly like going, and so I've always just got them in my ear. I'm usually not in chat. Same with you. Like I'm always in your show, like listening, but a lot of
Right.
the time, like I'm driving or whatever. I'm busy cleaning or something, but my hands are busy. But as far
Right.
as like,
Exactly.
I don't know. I almost say evening, but I don't know, Sherry. I'm
Right.
here.
It's just it's tricky. The good thing about it is there's a replay, and like I said, most of my favorite stuff I watch, I have to replay it. I don't always catch
Exactly.
live, you know, and sometimes it's just easier that way because then when it's quiet, a person can like just sit down and listen to something, you know.
Mhm.
Other than, I mean, obviously I was back there and the dogs weren't barking, but the sensor light kept popping on and off on me. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, for real. Shh. Those dogs are nuts, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm dropping my son off, going to pick up my daughter. And
Donna said something in the chat about what we were talking about earlier about the Kim Kardashian. What Tiff was talking about
yeah,
Kim
I had heard.
Kardashian. Donna
Yeah,
brought that up too. Yeah. I
I
don't
had
know how
heard
to
about that a few years
contact
ago
her, but
myself.
yeah. Shh. Quiet now. All I gotta say, people, is fish are a lot quieter than dogs.
Well, are you gonna write a note for the White House as well? You're such a good writer. Well, your dad wrote that very well too, but are you gonna write something as well?
Well, I think I need to figure out a
Bring
way to get a
attention
hold
to
of
it?
somebody that's like connected to where they could get it to him more than just like through the mail, because I feel like I don't even know, like, obviously they probably don't even open their own mail. I would imagine they probably have somebody that opens the mail, or I don't know how they do the president's mail, honestly. Um, I'm sure there's been people who have written letters to him before, but with all the chaos going on, I don't know, you know, when or if he would get that, because it was, October, November, so I'm not sure. Um, but that's why also, like I said, I'm gonna have to reach back out to these programs that I kind of like left messages with. It's really hard to get a hold of people in person anymore these days, I'm telling you. And then if they do try to get back a hold of you, it's like a game of phone tag of, who's going to be unbusy long enough for everybody to talk.
Well, with us buying this new house, like we've already had several people come out and work on different things and like put the yard out front, the fence. And like it's really hard to get callbacks from anybody or even just like somebody that takes like pride and quality in their work anymore. It's wild ever since like 2020. Nobody like really gives a shit anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
It
muting
really
because
does
I've
seem
got
that
my
way.
son here, but I'm dropping him off in a minute. So I'm kind of here and I'm in and out, but I'm listening to you.
I got you.
I'm muting just so there's no extra noise just in
You got something
case.
nice with that? Okay. What has he got? Oh, it probably fell back there. Sorry, guys. Little man seemed to have found a granola bar that fell off the thing over there. And he's looking over. He came over here. He's like, "What'd you do with it? What you do with it? Where'd you go? You stole my package. You stole it from me. Come here, you naughty little thing, you. Oh, you're so cute. So naughty at the same time. It's just rough. Oh, he's so cute, but he's so naughty, y'all. Just saying. He's being a naughty little feller. It's okay. It'll be all right. You'll have dinner in a little while. Get all about packages. Sorry you weren't able to integrate inside of it and destroy the granola bar everywhere, but he didn't make it, you guys. We heard the crumbling of the package, and he was caught red-handed. Goodness, naughty little fellas. Like I said, they're always on the hunt for the food. It's like, where's it coming from? Where's it going? I think animals really have taken on being a lot like humans. I mean, wow. I see my dogs acting like human beings sometimes anymore. And like I remember years ago, it didn't seem like it, but maybe we just didn't notice it as much. I don't know. It's interesting though. As I said that, my Emma dog said, "I'm coming over to tell you all about it." Interview the dogs one of these days. I have one that talks back to you, so I don't know. Unless you talk dog, what the interview might, expose. But I'm sure he would tell you all about Bigfoot and how many times he opens the door a day, and all the people that eat things that he can't have, people that don't knock on the door when they come over and scare the hell out of him. I'm sure he'd have lots to report. Oh man. I'll tell you what a day. I just can't wait for spring, for warm weather. And here it's like not even like you get into April. Mary Jane Doe, hi, hon. Hello. I read my letter that my dad wrote to Trump. I read it just a little bit ago, and it wasn't very long. So if you rewatch, you know you don't have to go all the way to the back front if you don't want to. But um, I probably about 20-25 minutes into the live. Still trying to figure out the best times to do these things, but my plan is because I'm going to be trying to help my dad with his case is like so tomorrow I'm going to do the second part to this. So I started it out with the letter to Trump, and then I will start getting into some of the case information of why he's asking him for help particularly. It covers a little bit of it in the letter of kind of why he's trying to go beyond our
Reaching out
state
to
and get
him.
help. Yeah, because our governor and the one previous to her, who was basically in office when he would have first gotten his sentence, neither one of them will even touch any like cases at all. They won't do it.
Gotcha.
Just no pardons, no nothing like. And he knows that there's been a lot of like really sticky situations where people have gotten pardoned in the past, but the situation is really quite interesting. And the fact of the matter is that in a lot of the crime stuff that we watch in cases, the sentencing doesn't always fit the crimes. In some cases, you've got horrific crimes of people that were long life criminals and literally like get off with way less time than they should. And then you get people that have no criminal background whatsoever and have and a mistake or an accident occurs. And because we have in Iowa what's called felony murder law, if there's a felony committed and a murder happens, whether it was intentional or accidental, then they can automatically charge you with first degree murder and you can get a life sentence for that. It doesn't matter
Damn.
about anything else. It's like one of the worst laws because a lot of the other states don't have them, but Iowa does. And that's why my dad is still where he's at. And I will get into most of the story about it, but like I said, I think I'm going to do a live tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
and then like and like it'll be tracking as we're going along. So like today was that letter, and then tomorrow I'll go over like his letter to asking his previous counsel for the information he needed, finding out later, well, if you found out like I don't know 25, 30 years down the road that you were offered a plea deal. Shh.
Thank you.
And
Have a good day. Love you.
but it was only offered to your attorney and they never put it forth to you, which is not legal to do that. Then
Yeah.
we're talking a massive mess here, which there's a million cases out there similar to it. And but yeah, and so I just basically I'm kind of trying to look out and see if I can find anybody out there in the crime, true crime, anybody that has connections with people that could possibly help with this kind of case. Um, and yeah, just need a little assistance. So I was going to title my live help needed, but I decided I wanted to at least before I would
Yeah.
put
Get
something
a
like that, I want to get the main part out, right? So um
look
but
at this
yeah,
cute little square right here. I'm listening. Sorry.
what is it? Oh, outside. I
Little
thought you had
town
something in your hand.
square right outside. Hold
Oh,
on, part.
I
Right
like
outside
it.
my son's job in a small little
That's
town. I
neat.
won't dox myself, but
I always loved town squares. I was really popular for that. Like almost every little town has a town square. All the like downtown stores are around it in a square
hmm
formation. A lot of them, the downtown square is their park, or they'll have a park there and then one main park. But yeah, for sure.
this is going to
This is
be
a
the
weird day.
test. I've told myself I'm over barbecue. Like I don't like barbecue anymore because the last several times I've had it, it just has not been satisfying. That's
Right.
why my daughter says the word satisfying. It's because I do. I just realized that. I always thought it was funny, and I just caught myself saying it. Anyways, I just haven't been satisfied like with my barbecue lately, and so I've now my son works at a barbecue place. We're gonna try this barbecue and see.
Peyton
Um,
said here, he said, yeah, like the guy that killed my best friend needed to be charged but didn't. Yeah, and that was a really sad story where a drunk driver hit a friend of ours head on. He was a young guy,
mhm.
you know what I mean? Just barely got life started. Great kid. And he didn't get charged, but he should
What
have
do you
gotten
think
charged. And
about?
it wasn't.
Maybe I shouldn't
Go
ask
ahead.
this. What do you think about drug dealers? When somebody ODs, do you think the drug dealer should be charged? That's an interesting question because it is the person's choice, but to do it, you shouldn't be
Um,
doing it. But
that's definitely an interesting one. I've always wondered about how I feel about that. I think I kind of am like 50-50 on it, sort of like it's a choice, but was it pushed? Was it forced? Was
was it
somebody,
tampered with? Yeah. Was it like
yeah, was it laced and
intentional?
those kinds of things? Yeah.
Hmm.
So like, because that definitely like puts it at a whole different level for sure. There's definitely a lot of online rhetoric that though isn't helping with the drugs and the young people these days. It's just not. It's just everywhere. I mean, if they can't find it, they can go online. It's too available to everybody's trying to make a buck, and it doesn't matter if people die along the way.
Hmm.
Just like if you see somebody drinking and driving, or just left a bar and you know they're about to drive, don't let them leave. Like, do something about it. Like, say something that could save a life down the road. That could have saved our friend's life.
Is
And
that
that person
entrapment?
that did it, he literally has done it before. He'd had caused another accident before. I don't know if those people died, but this was not his first time. And why you
That's
wouldn't
messed
find somebody
up.
guilty, yeah, it's beyond me. Like, it's shameful the way a lot of this stuff goes. Where there needs to be accountability, there's barely any or none. Where there should be, where there is, but then like, people get over sentenced. It's like you could split the sentence of some people they overdo it with to 4 or 5 different folks. you know, Holy moly.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. So I don't know. It's all frustrating. That's what I do know. Wow, it is so bright, y'all, and the sun is hitting my neighbor's house and her shed. That's all white. Everything's white over there. Okay, it's like blinding. I feel like I need sunglasses on in the kitchen. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm hoping that and maybe Donna can find the information. Or I mean, I can try to look her up, but I just don't know how I would reach out to her because I don't know if it would be like on Facebook or what I mean, like, or if she's got a
Yeah.
website out there.
We need to ask
Wha-
Tiff too.
Yeah, I'm hoping somebody will know. Maybe somebody out there will know. It's rainy and dreary here. Yeah, I know, Mary Jane. We don't have the rain today, but we have the like
Hi, Mary Jane.
cold, blistery stuff going on.
Bro, I'm so rude. I come up on your StreamYard and eat. Like, what the hell is that?
Hey, it's all good. We're all right. Mary Jane Doe, I don't know if you heard me, but we were talking about, Donna had mentioned earlier that, about reaching out to, Kim Kardashian because she's been doing this, helping people get out of prison or like, doing cases. Um, her and another lady, I believe.
My thing about Kim
And,
Kardashian. Sorry, go ahead.
when somebody said that to me, I was like, okay, that's to me. I'm thinking of the Kardashians. My mind isn't going to like legal stuff or prisoners. You know what I mean? Like when I first was told that, I was like, huh? Yeah, you do, Peyton. You do need to stop by sometime. Believe me, this summer would have been perfect. This summer, last summer, look at me. I'm on the same year. Was great. I had everything hooked up outside. Had a nice chill spot. We were eating and grilling out. It was great. It will be again, but I really miss being outside and hanging out and not having to try to talk over the dogs barking at everybody walking around in the house. It's like, oh my gosh. You'd think that we were laughing about this the other night. I said, you'd think we had a million gold bars hid under this house the way these dogs carry on. Like, ain't nobody getting in here, you know? They'd be like, trying to keep everybody out. What are you doing here in an hour? I'll be here. Um, yeah, not going anywhere at this moment anyway. But yeah, I'm here. I am here. Chris is here. We're just hanging out with the dogs and Vegas, the
I'm
beta
here.
fish, and
I'm
Becca.
here.
She's cruising in Texas.
Cruising and eating and smoking and talking. I want to eat, but I gotta go.
I know,
Eat
right?
later.
Me and
I don't
Chris
think I
had
ever have
pizza from
time to eat.
Domino's.
Ooh, that sounds good. When you let
It
me
really
go off the
was.
phone and I was doing my hair and makeup, I swear to God, I thought like you were just going to get everything set up. I had no idea it was 1 o'clock at that moment. Then I looked at the time and I
Yeah,
felt
I was
bad.
gonna tell Beachy when we were on the phone. I was gonna say, she's like, I was gonna go watch a program. I was gonna say, well, I'll be on there in a little bit. I don't
I
think she heard.
know. I think Tiff's driving, so she can't pop in right now either.
She's cruising, man. People are moving. But yeah, no,
We're
don't you think
moving and
that's a good idea
grooving.
though? Like tomorrow, then I'll set it up tonight for tomorrow,
I think you
for the
need to
next part.
you need to do it more regular.
Yeah,
You need
so
to do
I'm
it more
gonna do
regularly.
right, and then I'll be able to do more like case discussion about it once I get somebody to help that wants to like work on some of like research with me. Um, because I mean he's got most of it already done. Like he's been worked on it for years, but like most of like all of the information gathered up. He did give me the case number the other day. Um, because that's important to have if anybody wants to look into it. They need the case number to pull it up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. And that was my dad's case was another case where the media really just messed shit all up. So like when I see all these new cases that we all see that where the media just really messes it up, it has got messed up. It was the same way. Even in the 80s, believe it or not, the media still managed to put a spin on everything the way they wanted it to look to their audience, the local paper in the small town. Small town, big crime happens or something like that never happens and
Yeah.
it's just explosive. Oh, goody. We're going to get a visitor. That's cool. Well, excuse
Who's
me.
visiting?
My friend Peyton. We used to live in Blairstown at the same time. And,
That's the
wow,
one
I
that's
need a
over on
drink of coffee.
Facebook, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of glad they let you do that because, like, I thought about it years ago. I was like, wow, there might be people that don't even go on YouTube. So when they started letting you stream to either one, I thought that was kind of cool. You can have it to where you can stream in other. Is that another person trying to come up? Oh, yeah. No. You have a no. Welcome.
Hello, how is
Sorry.
everybody's day today? Hi, how are you
Good,
guys? Like,
good.
doing good?
Hi, Noelle.
Yeah.
You don't know
Hi.
me, but I know
No,
you.
I do not. Like, how? How can
You know
I?
me.
How? No, I do not. I don't think so. I
I was
don't
gonna say I
know.
didn't think you know me. I know you. I was just saying hello.
Hi. So, what do you? Why? How did you actually know me? How do you know me?
Just from seeing you on panels. I'm in flows all the time.
Yes. And what are we gonna talk about? What are we gonna talk about?
Well, we've been talking
Let's
about a
talk about
case that
flow.
has to
No,
do with.
I'm
Which
just joking. I'm
case?
just joking.
Which case? Which one? Which case?
It's not a current one. It's a case that's 40 years old that involves my dad. And I'm
Oh,
trying to get the story out. So today
what's
on my,
the story? Like, what's the story? Can you tell me about it? Like, I just like when this, yeah.
I can, but I'm kind of trying to do it in parts on the channel. So today what I did was I started with a letter that he wrote from prison to Donald Trump to the White
Oh,
House.
really? Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah,
Wow,
so if
that's
you want to
really
go back and
interesting.
rewatch just the first like 25 minutes of the live,
You're
I read it.
glitching. You are
Sorry.
glitching. You're
Okay. How about now?
careful. Why she said careful, Mary in the chat.
Careful. Mary Jane Doe. Okay. Can you hear me now? I moved my
Yes,
phone.
yes I can.
Okay,
It
my
was what?
stand must have been. So I will get into more of like what everything, all the details, but I'm going to be doing it in different parts on the channel. So like tomorrow, we'll get into some other basics, more of the
Tomorrow,
storyline.
what time tomorrow?
I'm going to say we're going to shoot for like 2 or 3 tomorrow. Today I went 1 o'clock, but that should be okay.
And
I'm trying to stick.
the group went so good. I went Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's what I did. It's today.
Well, that sounds interesting. Yeah.
What did you
Yeah.
do today?
Let's see. Laundry, fed dogs, fed the fish.
Fed the fish. What kind
Fed the fish.
of
It's just a single fish. His name's
What
Vegas. Is the
about
beta.
your dog? What kind of the dog is it?
I have a Morkie, a teddy bear, and a rat terrier.
What is a Marky? What is Marky? I don't know what
Okay,
kind of
so
dogs are those.
it's a Yorkshire Terrier mixed with a
Okay.
Maltese, and
Yeah.
so they mix them so that they can get it basically a hyperallergenic dog that don't shed. So he's a hybrid, purebred is what they call it.
It's a what is it? Those dogs do not shed, or do those dogs?
Yeah, he
No.
doesn't shed. He's a softie.
Is he a big dog or a little dog?
Little dog. Yeah, they're all
Cute.
under 20 pounds. They're just
Oh.
little bitty guys.
You feed the chickens also?
I actually make all homemade dog food for them. So they eat all
Homemade
fresh food.
the dog food. That's really interesting.
Yeah. They've been on so homemade for about a year and a half now. They were really unhealthy and getting sick from the dry dog food, and I was like, I've got to do something different. And now they're all
is it really interesting? As I never heard of that homemade.
Oh yeah, on YouTube and Google, there's a whole lot of recipes that
dog
you can look
food.
up. Yeah, it's just basically the same kind of foods we eat, just made fresh and cooked and
Dry
pretty simple.
food isn't okay for him, whereas dry food is not.
I just did a lot of research and found out that my dogs were like literally not getting good food in
She's
the
trying to
dry
convince
dog
me
food.
to do it too, Noelle.
Yeah, they were really like
She
swollen
wants
and
me to feed my
overweight.
dogs.
It was
What
bad.
kind of the dogs do you have as well?
I have a German Shepherd.
And it's a German Shepherd. Is it big? Is those dogs are big? German. Wow.
Yeah, he's big. He's beautiful. He's
Yeah,
real
he is.
sweet. He's a little
He really
clumsy.
is.
He's a
And
good
do
dog.
Mary
you
Jane Doe, did I say something? Please
subscribe
be careful.
to my channel? Did you guys subscribe to my channel?
Can you put your link in?
To your channel.
Sure. What?
Yeah, I think I have subbed to you. I know who you are. That's why I came up or I said hello, unmuted and said hi.
And do you know which communities are you are from? Like which communities? I need to.
I only actually go
from here, from Flows.
From here, from Flow State. Yep.
And I'm part of the
nice
Love Bugs.
guy. You're part of what?
The Love Bugs.
What is that? What's the
Leanie's,
Love Bugs?
according to Leanie.
What is that?
according to Leanie's channel.
I'm a love
Lean
bug too. I haven't been in the love bugs in a while. Not that I love Lainey. I adore Lainey.
is those people are really the kind there, or really?
Yes, very kind.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was making
really
sure.
great people. Yeah,
Can
for
I?
sure. They like
Can
just amazing
I be
women.
in there? Can I or no? Can I be in there?
You want me to have Mary Jane
Yes.
Doe? Can you drop Leanie's link, hun?
And
Leanie's
does she have a opening? What she does? What does she do?
kind of
What
a
does
little
she
of
do on her
everything.
her?
She
Yeah.
does a lot of everything, kind of like me. We kind of like mix it
Oh,
up, but she does. Sometimes she's
cool.
traveling, and she'll just do like stuff like she'll have her dogs on there, and we'll be hanging out, checking out the new puppy, or in the kitchen, or just
That's
looking at
interesting.
antiques or decorating something like.
And
Yeah.
what's kind of? What kind of and the teaks? What kind of and
Well,
the teaks?
she loves a lot, pretty much a little of everything because I know that I've seen several of them on there. Last time there was really neat lantern lamps that were really, really old.
Lantern, what is it? Like
Like,
the
you know, the lamps
lantern
back in the day?
lamps?
Lamp
No,
that look like the
no,
lanterns.
I do not. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, they're pretty cool. But
I
yeah,
do not know.
here's her link right here. And if you want to go
Does
over and
she
check out
have
her
a
channel.
opening? Does she do openings openings like this on her
Oh, she'll do.
YouTube?
Sometimes she does open
Okay,
panels.
that
Yeah,
makes.
yeah. We were actually just on a panel the other day. So yeah, she does
Which
occasionally do them.
ones? Which ones? Like, she go live
No, on
every
her own
single
channel.
day on her own channel? Okay,
Right,
that
but no,
makes.
not every single day.
Can you post my channel, please, Mary? Does she know who I am? Okay, Mary. Sorry,
Mary Jane Doe. I don't think she does. Unless she does, I'm not sure if she knows. What you're.
Mary.
Can you type it in?
Mary. Yes, that's my. It's my link right there.
Okay, okay, got you.
Stinky N. And then I have a lot of subscribers. Subscribers. Yes, I do.
That's good. And what do you usually do on your channel?
I do live streams, shorts, videos, like fun stuff. And
Right, right.
one of the live streams are so it's a drama. Oh, well, one of them it really got so popular. Yep, that one got popular. Only just one, and and and
Everyone loves
and that's
drama.
it. Yes, like
Yeah.
why is that?
My staple is that I don't want any drama because I have enough of it in my own life that when I'm on live,
Really?
I care to
Are
be
you
just, let's all
serious?
just have fun, have a good time, no drama.
So why
Nothing
is
to, no reason
everybody
to be.
loves it? Why is
I
everybody
don't know.
loves it? Like, I don't understand. Like, why is
Well,
I don't know
if
how
they
to
tip
answer
the
that because
scale the
I
other
love
way,
it
they'll find
too,
it's
but
brighter.
it causes me anxiety too. Like I hate it when like Flo and another creator that I
flow?
love
Yep.
are fighting. Like that's why I
Yep.
keep bringing him up is because I know
Right.
you can relate to that.
Yes.
But like I like the back and forth, but I like it when I know that like there's not like true feelings being hurt. When I know that people are like getting bullied or real feelings are like being hurt, I don't like that. Like I do like the drama aspect, but like
The drama
do you
accent.
do you
Yes.
watch Kev and like Resto by any
Who
chance?
is it? Who
Marathon
is
Kev?
Marathon Kev? I don't know. I don't
You don't
know
know who
him.
he
No.
is? Oh wow,
No,
okay,
I
I thought you
don't.
did. Anyways,
Who's
that's the
that?
drama I like. It's just he
Oh,
and Resto go
he's
back and forth, and I like that because I don't really. It's just funny. They just like are busting each other's balls, as one would say. but real feelings aren't hurt, I guess is my whole point. When drama
Do
is involved and real
you
feelings are
have a
hurt, that's not okay.
YouTube channel? Do you have a YouTube channel?
I just post my old TikToks on there. I don't really do anything on my
TikToks?
channel.
Okay, that makes a TikTok. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't do anything on my channel.
And when feelings are really hurts, that's when you do not like it.
Yeah,
And then when
I don't like
feelings,
people I don't like people having their feelings hurt or like
Right.
people. Yeah, I don't like that
but
at all.
you like what kind of drama do you like? Like you like these people like going to yeah
Going
arguing.
kind of going back and
Yes,
forth, but knowing that they're playing, knowing that they're friends, but they're just like going back and forth. You know, like
yes.
a lot of these creators, I think, get together and say, okay, we're gonna have beef this day, and then they create drama. And
Right.
you see what I
Right.
mean? But they're
Yes,
okay. They're
yes,
not. Their
that's
feelings
okay.
aren't really hurt. When somebody's and so that's the drama I like OTW and Flo and everybody that's in.
OTW, yep,
Yeah, it's like all
I
the
know
people in the
him.
panel verse. I really like watching them go back and forth. However, when I know somebody's feelings are actually genuinely getting hurt, I'm not down with that, and it causes me anxiety. I just don't like that. Like I like to be kind to people for the most
Yes,
part.
same with me
Um,
as well,
yeah, and
too.
so
Yes.
I'm
I don't
glad
really
to
like
hear that, guys. You should both be proud of
the
yourself for
true
being kind.
drama.
Okay,
Kindness
I
I
is
will
too.
contagious.
sub her channel.
How do I mute now?
Cool.
Kindness is contagious, guys.
And what
What?
kind of drama do you like the other
Sherry?
person? Yeah, Sherry.
None. So there
None.
you go. None.
That's good.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I really get excited about is when I watch Congress hearings where they're taking people down that are lying and doing fraud. That excites me, and that's the only drama I'm interested. That's the only one that really gets me.
Why is this the protest? What is going on with that?
Pure
Oh,
chaos, and not
I
enough
know
people. Not
I
enough
know
people are
her.
praying to God. That's what it is.
Yes, praying to God. None enough these the a lot of people do not pray to God. That's
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So yeah.
Yep. We're looking for protection in the wrong places. We'll never get it
And
from another person. It'll
so,
always be the right
can
one.
you tell me why is this is yeah this is going on?
Well, we're
Oh
going
yeah,
through a
I
really
know
big.
her.
There's a
Yep.
really big changeover going on everywhere, so it's just going to keep changing, and it's part of life. But the rest of it's part of chaos.
I know this YouTuber lady with the yes the glasses. I do know her.
You still at the same address. Oh, I forgot to push
Huh?
yes.
Lainey, is that who you're talking about?
Yes, yes,
You know who
her.
Lainey is?
I do know
I'm
her,
pretty
and
sure
she's
I've
a
seen you in the
very
chat
friendly
before.
woman. Yes. Is she friendly? And she
Oh
posted
yeah,
her really
she's a lot of
her
fun. She's
live
funny. She's got a really
streams,
good sense of
the
humor.
dogs and the
I love
cat.
Lainey.
Yeah.
She has a lots of these. Oh, that's her cute. The cats and the dogs. That looks cute. Lainey
And
has
if you want to
a
see what
cat.
being on a panel with her is like, you can just look at her last live, which was like probably a day ago, and
Her
me
last
and her
live, yeah.
and Maggie. Yeah, and it's a really good one. And the first one was a vertical, and then she went live on StreamYard later, so it's like a
Vertical.
4 hour.
What is that means? What is that?
That
I don't
means
know
like when
what
you
that
go on
means. A
YouTube and
vertical.
you just go
Oh,
straight through the studio instead of going through StreamYard, you're just going straight through the app on YouTube for live. It's just a little different. You can't like put people up on a panel on that. and stuff like that. So it's different.
So why is that? Because it's like a vertical. Like I don't even
Well,
know
basically,
how
it
to
just
do
means
that.
it's just yours. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you look on your channel at the bottom, there'll be like a place where it says live and then add, and you can go live right through that instead of going over to StreamYard to go live.
Is it really easy to do that, or
Yeah,
is it
it's
really
real easy.
hard? Is it really easy?
No,
Okay.
it is. It's literally just like, yeah, because you don't have to leave your
Yeah,
actual channel app to do it. You can just go right through there.
that's really interesting. And have you
It is,
ever
right?
done that? Have you ever
I
do
have.
that?
I did. Yeah, a few times when we were in Vegas, I did.
Vertical in
Yeah.
Vegas. How is that? How was that? How was that? Was
Um,
really
I've been out there
Vegas
quite a
is
few times, but the last year we went, we just had a really good time. I've always liked it out there. It's an exciting place to
so
go.
much fun there.
It really is.
Yes, it is. It's really
It's my favorite.
fun there. Yeah. Does you gamble? Do you gamble or no? Do you gamble or do you gamble? Okay, I'm sorry.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't. No. I've been to Vegas many times, but I was younger when I used to
Was
travel with my
younger.
parents a lot.
Used
So
to
I wasn't. I've never been to
travel.
Vegas
Okay.
since I was 21. I used to go when I was younger,
Okay.
so I haven't been like and had the chance to gamble. But I've been bungee jumping. My mom signed a
Bungee
release.
jumping is so much
Uh-huh.
fun. Yet is it really
181 feet. Yeah, it
that
was
is a lot.
terrifying.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
My mom had to sign a
bungee
release. I was
jumping.
14. I begged her and she didn't want to sign it, but finally she did. It was at Circus. But yeah, I haven't been to Vegas and
Circus. Yeah.
I'm just not a gambler. I love shopping, but like that's the only way I like spending my money. I don't
Shopping
like just,
at what's stores?
I like
Have
Charlotte
you like
Russe actually is my like favorite store. It's where a lot of my
what
clothes
is
come
it?
from.
Charlotte
It's like,
Russe? What is
yeah, it's
I
like,
never heard of that.
have you ever heard of Forever 21? It's kind of
Yes, I
like
heard of
that. It's
that.
just a
Okay.
mall. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and so I wear like a lot of like sweats and just comfortable clothes, and I get a lot of them from there, like little cute sweatsuits and
Lots of
stuff.
them a sweat suits or it's so cute. Are they?
Some of them are, aren't
Some
they?
of them are. Yes.
Yeah, I
Where
get
are
a lot of my
you
clothes.
driving to? Like, I'm sorry, where is
To
this
go
your
pick up.
normal
Yeah,
routine? Is this your
yes,
normal routine?
absolutely. I'm always in the car picking up one kid. I
Picking
only have
up
two
one
kids, but like,
kids.
yeah,
Yeah,
dropping off
yeah.
another kid. Yeah, I'm always in the car almost. It feels like.
I know, and
So
I feel like
yeah,
I'm like there all the time because I'm always riding with
she
you.
is.
Riding
Yeah, I'm always on
shotgun.
the
She
phone
is.
with Sherry. Yeah, we're always on the phone together. And so like, and then we have a few other friends that come on the call.
Yeah.
And so
We
like,
met
we're
on YouTube
always,
on
yeah, we
another
A
did.
channel
long time ago, like a
long
long
time ago.
time ago.
I'm
Three
like three. I'm
years.
putting up
Like
two
3 years.
fingers, 3 years ago.
You know her.
Yeah.
Best friends. It's wild.
How much and how long I know you guys for? Like I'm just
For a
I
year or
can't
so, right?
for a
Yeah.
year, like or so. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I think
you've
so.
been on a
Yeah.
lot of different panels that I've
Yes.
like you've been on like NPC the game.
NPC the
Yeah, I
game.
watch
Yes, I have.
NPC.
Yes.
I
Yep, I
watch everybody
watched.
in the panel verse. In fact, I just bought a panel verse hoodie and it's so
Which
cute.
one?
From Flo's
Which
channel.
one from
It's one
Flow
of
Channel?
yeah,
Oh,
it's the powdered dusty pink hoodie. It says Panelverse member. It's really cute.
oh, it's really so cute. Like I
It
didn't.
is.
I really want to see it so bad. Like
Yeah. I'll have to make a video or
your
a post or
sweatshirt.
something on my YouTube and put it on there. That's what I'll do. If
I
you
think in
sub
the
to me today,
future,
then you'll see it.
maybe in the future, since my daughter does all the, like the, what do you call it, 3D graphic stuff,
Those
like,
3D is it really Is it really easy to do that, or is it really hard to do that and
I don't know. I've watched her do like
graphics?
t-shirts. Well, she does more like the stuff like the what do you call them? Like she
Like what is?
designs them and then she makes the art on this machine. She does a copy thing, and then it makes like a decal. And she puts like does t-shirts or coffee mugs, all that kind of stuff like that. Just different things you can put stuff on. But she does all that, and I was thinking about having her like do me some like really cool come up with a theme for my channel eventually and have like shirts or whatever. A
And
couple
so
things.
she does really a good ones, or does she is?
Yeah,
How can you
yeah.
do that? Is it really easy, or how can you
Here, I'll show you
make
something.
those
I
show?
have one thing here that she made that's not a t-shirt, but it's an example of what she makes. If I can set it up and it not fall.
What the
Oh my
heck?
gosh. Hold on. Let me get my camera
I
on
don't know how
first.
that boy come. Let's see it.
Okey-dokey. Okay, right here. So can you see that? So it's like
Yes,
a cutting board, and it says, "I like
that's
big cups and I
cool.
cannot lie."
That
So she
is
was able
interesting.
to, yeah. So she made that on a cutting board. But she
Really,
does
that's
t-shirts and mugs and
cool.
everything. So I thought, maybe I can get her to do some things like that for me in the future. She'd make a little
The
money and
arts, the graphics, the designing thing.
yeah.
How can you
Those are pretty good.
do that? You can do it on the computer, or you can do it on the what?
Yeah, yeah. She has like a computer hooked to a machine, and then like
Oh,
she's got all these really cool things. I've never seen anything like it until I watched her doing it, and I was just amazed. 3D
I'm
printing, they call it.
amazed. Pretty printing is I never done it, and I really
Right.
that's
Well, back in the day, we would just go to the mall and go into the t-shirt shop and pick what design we wanted, and they put that on there and our name on the back. That's what I
oh
remember.
yes, that was okay. I remember
You
that
can't
too.
really
Yes,
find those
let me see.
shops anymore like that. It's weird. I don't
Shirt
know.
shops. Like, how long are you driving for? Are you driving for a long time, or it seems like you're in the car for a long time right now?
Yeah, she lives out in the country now, so she's a little further driving around.
Yeah, I'm driving from an hour from where I just dropped my son off to where I'm going to pick my daughter up from school. But I won't be
Wow,
doing this
that's a
drive.
long.
It
A
is.
It
long.
I
is,
won't be
right?
doing.
Wow.
I won't be doing this drive much longer. We're moving my daughter's school, but she goes to this really cool art school right now, and we just hate to take her out of it. But we can't do this. The drive is extremely way too far for me to be doing this every
The
day.
drive is really far. Like, is it that far? Like, is it really
It's
how? It's like
45 minutes
24.
from our house, so it takes
Oh,
me half in the morning to take her and pick her up from school. It takes me another hour, actually about 2 hours because of traffic in the
2 hours.
afternoons. I'm in the car
You
roughly
are
like 5 hours a day.
breaking up.
For about 5 hours, I'm in the car a day. It's ridiculous. And she's in second grade.
She's in second
That's
grade, and it was
ridiculous.
really ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
why? Because of
Well,
like so long.
because
Okay, Mary
next
Jane
week
Doe.
she should be going to her new school district. We're switching her
Mhm.
over to because we just moved about 2.5, 3 months ago.
Yes.
And so we wanted her to finish last semester at the art school. But because she had a few things that she was waiting on this semester, we're just putting it off a few weeks. So she was going to start last Monday at the new district. But because we put it off, she's starting there 2 weeks late, 3 weeks late, I guess now,
Mhm.
3 weeks. So
So what's
next
this
week, hopefully I won't
arts?
be
What is
driving
this
this far.
art? What is this art? A school is. What is this art school
It's
is?
a regular. It's like a regular. They do regular curriculum, but
Okay.
then
That's
they have ballet. All the boys and girls take
mm,
ballet class. So some days they have to go. They have to arrive to school in their ballet clothes. Then they have art. They have theater, and every grade
that's
has it. it's really cool, and they alternate the schedule, but it's got a regular curriculum too. So it's a regular school with all these added.
The schedule because of why? Because alternate the schedule, like
Because there's so many extracurricular. Oh no,
makes
extracurricular. Oh shit,
makes
extracurricular
your
activities. Now I'm stuttering too.
activities. I'm sorry, it's fine.
No, you're fine. I'm on a 2-lane road and it just stopped, and I had to turn around recently and go back like another way, and I thought I was
Am
about to do it again.
extracting you with? Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, I just
Trust
saw
me,
the
she can
traffic for a
drive
second
down
and
the
thought,
road
oh
with
shit.
me. She can drive down the road with me laughing hysterically and making jokes, so I
Yeah.
think we're good.
And some people cannot
We
do
laugh.
that, and some of these people cannot do that.
We've had to pull
Like,
over before so we could laugh because it was too dangerous to continue.
like why?
Yeah.
Because
Because they're silly, and they like last night I was in stitches. She fell asleep in the middle of it too. I'm laughing my ass off, and Tiff's laughing, and Sherry falls asleep as we're just dying laughing. It was just Sherry was laughing with us, and then falls. It was just the
Sherry
funniest.
who? Sherry
Wild
who?
Angel, me.
Yeah, Wild
Oh, you.
Angel.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I know. I'm.
She's like, who the hell are we talking about?
Like, yeah, I was like, it was. I'm sometimes I actually do that. I was like, what? It was
Oh, my goodness.
hysterical last night. Like, why? Because
Well, I do like funny, like jingles. I make up little, like
okay.
crazy, like songs and weird jingles or funny, just random things I'll say. And it can be really funny sometimes. And so it usually gets people. My son thought, he was having a heck of a time with it. And so we just got to laugh. It was just a silly moment. Like,
Yeah, yesterday on the panel, like you did
no,
this
we
live
were just
stream
doing that around the
yesterday.
house.
Okay,
Just,
around the house.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just on the call. We were on a video chat call, like a messenger. We get on there and laugh and giggle and cry and pout and scream and play music and go on
I
trips.
haven't seen you here for
And play dress up.
forever and play dress
been a
up.
minute.
Oh my
I'm just
god.
joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
And can you tell me, like, can you tell
I
me
did the
I
fashion
didn't?
shows.
Okay, sorry.
No. I interrupted you. I
Interrupting.
apologize.
No.
No, I interrupted you. You go ahead, Noelle. I was being rude, not you.
Okay.
I'm
So
sorry.
it's okay. So I didn't see you guys live. Wild Angel, like you've been never on here lately.
I know.
She
I was
hasn't.
dealing with
She
some.
has
Yeah,
not.
so in the beginning of the live, I was just kind of talking about that I had some health stuff going on.
Oh,
That was unexpected after my trip. And so, like my life usually is, right when I think I got an idea, something else decides to come along with something else. So I was dealing with that, and now I'm feeling better and kind of like got through that
that's good.
little scare for a minute. So
That's really good.
I'm trying to like focus
Your
on
trip is
trying
where?
to help.
Your trip is.
I had just gone on a trip in October. I went on a cruise.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really.
It was my second one.
Nice of you.
And I went.
A second one. Okay.
Yeah, one in 2024, one in 2025, and both times I went through the Port of Galveston, which my friend here, Becca, lives in Texas, so I was able to meet her in person and spend time with her on both trips. So it was really amazing. It was like a vacation and a vacation.
Who is this? Are we talking about? Who did you meet in person?
Right here, the girl on the panel with us, Becca.
Oh, you actually meet her in person. How is that? That's really interesting. Wow,
it is. Yeah, we've got 2 years of memories and photos and funny videos and Airbnbs on the ocean.
On the ocean. How was that? How was the
It was a lot of fun. I
ocean?
mean, except for the
It was a
first
lot
year
of
I was there,
fun.
there was a lot of dead jellyfish everywhere for some reason. It was kind of weird. The first time I went to the beach there
Yeah.
in the Gulf.
This time there were a lot of this year there were a lot of immigrants. No, that was last year. Never mind.
That was the
I'm
first
getting
year.
my
It
shit
was dead
confused. That was the first
jellyfish
year.
and yeah. When we actually witnessed them, all busting all these
It was
people
dead.
across.
It was dead jellyfish. Like, oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them all in the beach. I had like
Dang.
done a whole video. I was like, wow, look at this. This is crazy.
That's horrible.
Must have been from all the oil out in the oil, because all
What is
those oil
that
rigs are out there.
means? Like, I seen a dead jellyfish before, but like that, I never seen it like that. Like,
Right. It was interesting. I was like, what happened here,
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
The second
so-
time you you actually went on a vacation, it was very fun.
Yeah, so I went a couple days
Okay.
before my cruise left so that I could spend time with Becca and we can hang out. So, like I said, it's like exciting because I get to see her and spend time with her, and then I go on the boat and come back, and then I have to fly over top and wish I was
Seasick?
going to see.
Do you guys get a sea? I'm sick or no? Like, do you
Nope.
guys?
I was a
No?
pro.
Wow,
I'd never been on a ship in my life, and I
Wow,
didn't
really?
need
That's
nothing. I was
interesting.
fine.
Wow,
It
that was
really
really
is.
interesting. Wow.
I kind of was surprised too because one of our friends was like, "You got to stop at the store. You got to get one of those motion sickness things." And I'm like, "Okay, fine, whatever."
Sickness things are what? I never
Like a
heard
bracelet
of
is one of
them.
one that I picked up, or you can get like some people take pills. You know what I mean? I just was like, I don't need nothing. I mean, if I
See,
needed
what
it,
is that? Like, what is seasick? When you throw up? Like when you like, yeah.
right? Or people get lightheaded when
Yes.
but on the boats they're so big that you really don't feel anything. Like if I was on a smaller vessel and it was shaking me all over the place, then hell yeah, I'd be sick. But not a big ass ship, you don't feel nothing.
Why?
You just see
Because
it's just too big. I mean, if you go down on the bottom,
ships are like seasick, like a little ones were seasick.
right?
No, like little
Like
ones.
some of the excursions they take you to from the ship, they take smaller boats out to pick people up because the ships are too big to dock in some places.
Okay, that makes
And when they do that, not only did I have seawater with salt going in my sunglasses because I was on the outer part of the boat, but man, I didn't know if I was gonna be broken up by the time I got to the island. So I definitely don't like littler vessels for sure. I'm not about those. They shake you
like
up.
what is those? Those are little vessels, or like what?
Like little passenger boats that like transfer people from like space to space, like from one island to another. Yeah. But it's
you don't even like those because it's really not really interesting. Then those vessels. I'm sorry.
Right. But what I'm saying is, like, I could see somebody getting seasick on something like that, but not on a huge cruise ship. They're just too big. Like, you don't really. There was only like once when I went on the first one in 2024 where that one hurricane had moved through and up around Florida. And
which one? This is the hurricane.
Which one was it last year?
Which one was it?
I'm trying to remember.
Which one was it?
I'm trying to remember which one it was in 2024. I'll have to look it up because I just can't remember. But it was all I know is it went through the Gulf like right after our ship left.
Through that,
and we were
I can't remember.
Yeah, and we were in quiet. We were in the Bahamas.
Dog barking.
Yeah, she was howling.
Why?
I think somebody's outside.
Your dog's barking so like.
Oh my gosh.
Is it a girl or okay? Never mind. I'm sorry. Blobber. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to get him to hush. Emma, please be quiet. It's too loud. Thank you.
That's her husband.
She was like,
I knew it.
That was
That's your
funny. Okay,
husband.
calm down. No, actually, that's my son. That's here.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
not
he's
okay.
trying to get the
Oh my
dogs to calm
god.
down, but
Never
no
mind.
luck. Shh.
I made a
They
mistake.
don't like
Oh my
doors.
god.
They've decided that anything outside that makes a shutting noise or a bang, they don't like it.
Like
It's so
why?
weird.
Like why is that? Because your dog,
I don't know.
is this so weird? Your dogs are so weird sometimes.
Yeah, when I lived in the country, they weren't like this because there wasn't a lot of noise all the time, and it's louder here, so they don't like it. I don't think.
It's louder there in the city. In the city,
Come here. Come show yourself so they know who's
so
barking.
barking.
Tell everybody about
That's
it. Come on.
you. Dang, that dog
Come
is
on.
so cute.
Come here. Come
Dang.
here. Come over here so we can see you. There's
There's two of them, or is it one of them? Is it two of them? I'm sorry. Is it two of them, or is it
yeah,
one of them?
yeah, and the other little guy just disappeared around the corner. Gizmo, Gizmo, where are you, buddy?
His tail wagging.
Come
Dang.
here. There he is.
Or tail wagging.
Gizmo, come here. Come here. Come here. Get up here. Sit in the chair. Come on. Up. Up. Come on.
Why is Gizmo is like that?
Here you go. Sit. Sit in the chair. Sit.
Oh
Sit.
my
Good
god.
job. There you go. Shh. There's nobody outside. We already told you. Say hello.
Oh my god, it's
There
so
you go.
high. Hi, Gizmo. It's so cute.
He's just sitting in the chair. He's
He
like, hey.
is
Shh.
how old is he? How old is these dogs?
He's
Oh my
2.
god.
All right. She's just going to keep barking. Wow.
Right.
Emma.
That's a pain in the butt sometimes, those dogs. Sometimes are they or no?
Yeah, they are when they get to barking like that because it's hard to get them to stop. Unless you have food
Yeah.
out. If they see food,
Food
boom,
out.
then they
Oh,
instantly.
that makes your
Yeah, there's no way anybody could ever
fish.
sneak up on us with these guys.
Your fish. Your
Oh yeah, my
fish.
fish. His name is
Fish.
Vegas, and Vegas is the beta fish. Let's see if I can get him. He's actually quite
Beta
photogenic.
fish. That's
Yeah, I've got a lot of videos of him on my channel. Vegas, come here, buddy.
Where's that? I don't cannot see Vegas.
Hold on,
He's
here he
right
comes.
there.
Come on out, buddy. Come on. He's hiding in his plant.
Plant. What's the?
Come on, buddy.
Is it the color is what?
He is basically all different colors. Look at him. Why are you way over here, dude? Can you come around?
Plant.
Come on.
Showing her fish. I'm sorry.
There you go. He's looking straight up.
Is that the fish? We can't. I can't barely see the fish.
Trying to get him to move, but he's just looking straight up. He's so funny.
Straight up. And what's the colors of your dogs? I can't.
Come on, Vegas. Come on.
Okay,
Come on, do some swimming for us. He has beautiful colors. I'm just trying to get him out of the tree. He's trying to just float in space.
Where's it? Where's the fish? Is it on the right or the left? It's
on the left, right here.
Left.
I can't really see him either, but he's right there.
Oh, I can see him.
He's hiding in the plant.
He's hiding. Why?
I know why. Come on, buddy. Come on out here. He's just frozen, like, what do I do?
He's frozen. What do I do?
Yeah.
Yes. Those
How about we
fish.
put some
How
food in there?
old is
Try it
that
now.
fish?
Come on, Vegas. Make a move, buddy.
How old?
I got him last year in May.
Last year how did you got that fish and
I got
those
the fish.
dogs
No, I've had the dogs for a long time. They're like,
for a long time? Okay,
yeah, they're 7 and 8 and 2.
that's it's so cute. That's yeah.
Dude, you are all the way in the back of the thing. He's
In the
so funny.
back, he's all the way back of the thing.
There you
We
go.
can
Come
I
on.
can see it. I can see the
Come on.
fish.
Fish are really interesting. They're very quiet. They can't bark like dogs. They're really easy to take care of. So, yeah.
Dogs are a are something else. Pain to
I don't see a
take
big
care of
smell.
them. Yes.
You gonna come over here, buddy? Come on. Come on over. Let us see ya. There he goes. Come
There he
on.
goes.
Come on over here.
Come on,
That
Right.
Vegas.
fish.
I'm so sleepy
He's
not
going
from
all the way.
driving.
Yeah, he's
Vegas, you're
swimming way down.
so sleepy.
Wow. I have no idea how he's in there like that, but he is. He's literally inside against the glass, all the way smashed against the
Where's
plant.
Yeah.
your the daughter is?
Oh,
Are
look.
you there right now or no?
I'm almost there. I've got to stop and get gas real quick. Oh, her
This
fish.
way.
Her
That looks
fish.
so pretty in there.
So
You see
pretty,
it?
yeah. Yes, I can see it.
There you are, buddy.
There you
Come
go.
on.
Yeah, I'm getting gas. I'm almost there.
You're
I
so
am sleepy
tired.
though.
Why? Because you waked up at what time?
I woke up at 5:30. I did take a good like
Wow.
nap mid morning, but
Yes.
yeah, I woke up at 5:30. I wake up every morning at 5:30 to
So
get my daughter
early.
up, leave the
That's
house
really
at 6:30. Yeah, it's crazy. And then my mother-in-law with dementia lives with us. She's 80 and she fell and
how
broke
is
her
that?
shoulder. Oh, it's awful. Well, I mean,
It's
it's not
off.
like
Okay. Yes.
it's both. Like thank God, like I've known her for over 20, I've been with my husband. We've been together 23 years. And so like I know this woman very, very well. And like I'm glad she's with us. We'd rather her be with us, with family than like
Yes.
in a
Yeah,
home
that's true.
with
Yeah.
the dementia especially. But
Yes.
it's hard some days. I mean, I like the only reason she's at the house right now is because we were at the park, which she's very active. She's like physically in
That's
great shape. It's just like
so
neurologically with the dementia. But she fell running with my daughter last week and
is
broke like a
she
hairline fracture on her
is
shoulder.
she is she okay, or like is she like is it
She's
hurts or
fine.
does
Oh,
kind
her
of
arm is black. I almost took her back to the ER last night when I saw her arm, but then I like went and had her take her shirt off and like I changed her shirt and I looked and it's like normal like bruising, but with her age, and I know that there's going to be lots of swelling and bruising, but it before I saw like the whole thing, because her whole upper body is like a neon yellow too. It's
are you
wild.
serious? Dang,
I've
that's
never
It's
seen
bad. She
anything like
really,
it.
really took a fall. Like we saw it all, and it was
Yeah,
awful.
dang.
the girls. I was on the call with the girls, and we were laughing because Mimi was smart enough to cut
She
through the
could run
field.
so fast, and she's older than
She
all
She
of
runs
us.
so
is.
And I was
She's
like,
doing
"Oh my
fast.
great.
God, you go, girl!" And the next thing, boom! And we're like, "Oh my God, it was awful."
Like it was
Uh,
so awful.
we
It was
were
bad.
really
I
Dang.
was
was.
laughing.
Your
It was odd
daughter
because
runs
she was running, and then
so
she
hard. She was
disappeared.
running. Wow.
And she actually ran from the grass to a cement area, and that's what made her fall. And then she landed on the hardest part she could, which was the asphalt instead of the grass. It was awful.
Hmm
She
And I
tripped
know what
or
it's like
she
to
falls.
land on that kind of
Okay.
stuff, so that really hurts.
How? Like, can you tell me like how
She
it's
wiped
so
out bad though.
She
She wiped
turned
out on her
she
shoulder.
turned she turned to look at my daughter to see where my daughter was on the track.
Okay.
And when she turned, her feet didn't really turn with her. And I had just looked down at my phone to laugh with the girls about how like smart it was
Yeah.
that she cut across the field. And so I'm laughing and I look up and she's just on the ground and I'm like, oh my God. I ran across
Did
that
you
field
call
so fast. Like I was over there like that.
911? Did you call it a
Yeah, we had
911?
an
Okay.
ambulance take her.
Yeah, that is good. That is.
Yeah, the ambulance. Yeah, the ambulance took her to the hospital.
And it was
Gotta
like
get gas real quick, ladies. I'll be right back.
all these, like it was like right here on the shoulder, on her right or her left.
Yeah, she fell like right on her arm.
Dang, that
Hold on, Sherry, you
hurts.
talk about it for just a minute. Let me pay for this.
Okay, sorry. Wild. Wild Angel, like, how is you fell on the concrete? Have you ever done that or no?
Sorry, say that again.
Said, have you fell on the concrete ever or no before?
Yes. On my way to the airport on a vacation, I hit an uneven part of the sidewalk, and I just got thrown forward. And all I could think of is if I don't catch myself, I'm gonna it's gonna destroy my face because my face I would have landed like on my face. So I put my knee down and my elbow to catch myself, and I fractured my knee
Like
on the way on a
how was,
vacation.
like, did you actually the trip or?
Well, as I tripped over this uneven sidewalk, it pushed me forward, and when I landed on my knee, there was a lot of momentum behind it,
That
and then it was bone on cement, so I remember seeing the grass and wishing I could have just somehow landed on that instead, but didn't happen.
So is it really hurts? Is that that sounds hurtful?
That injury took over a year to get over.
Yeah,
I used to
year to do. Wow.
Yeah, it was at least a year for it because it also tore my meniscus in that same knee at the same time. So it was like,
what is that? What is that?
The tendon, kind of like tendon tissues that are behind the cartilage in the knee, right? And so I did kind of a double whammy. I fractured my bone, and then I also tore that other tissue. So that's what took so long to heal. The fracture healed faster than the tear.
Fracture healed more than the the tear. The tear.
Yep.
Okay.
But I remember for a whole year, I remember almost crying myself to sleep for months. Like sometimes I'd fall asleep with the girls on the phone, and they'd hear me crying in my sleep. They said, and it was just like I knew that had to be happening because it was like some pain is so unbearable you even cry when you sleep. Like
really, is it or is it not? Like, can you cry when the pain is in the sleep? Is that?
Yeah, well, I was doing it, so I didn't know it was possible until I was told about it.
Really? It really is? Wow.
Yeah, because at some point you're crying in pain and then you're exhausted and you'll fall asleep, but you know what I mean? Like you just are crying, like it's just weird. It's it's
just
awful. It's kind of what got me to where I don't sleep real well. I sleep in little pockets here and there, but I don't
not really okay. You sleep okay, your sleep not okay. Like why? Because
a year after I did that, I hurt my other knee trying to chase the puppy when we first got him because a big dog ran in our yard. Yeah, and I hurt that leg I pivoted on it wrong and tore it up, and it was already kind of had arthritis because when I hurt the other side, I was pushing on that one too long. So I was in physical therapy trying to get the other one right, but the other one took a hit, and then I injured it, but I didn't fracture it, but it hurts
because there was a biggest dog. Is that correct?
A
You're
dog
trying
that
to
just
get.
Yeah, it turned up in my yard and it scared me and the dogs outside. And then when I turned and yelled, the one dog was hooked on a lead that was hooked to a big heavy bucket,
Yeah.
so he wasn't going very far, but the puppy was on a leash and he pulled away and got away from me, and I was afraid that big dog would turn around and eat the puppy, so I went to run.
Yeah.
And I would never should have done that anyway because of all the injuries I just had, you know what I mean? I wasn't well
Yeah.
with them yet. And then I did
Yeah.
that. And I remember feeling the burn and the rip. And then I remember still trying to hobble with the leg hanging behind me, trying to catch the puppy. And yeah, I don't know what the hell. It was the craziest thing ever. And I was
So
yelling for my son.
this dog was a what? Why is this
I
dog
don't
came
know.
into your yard? Like,
Yeah,
why
we
is
didn't
this
even
dog?
see it. We don't,
Okay.
and I've never seen the dog before in my life, and nobody in
Wow.
where we lived even knew what dog I was talking about. It had one blue eye, one brown eye. It was pure white, and it looked like something out of like a Harry Potter movie or something. It did not look like
Potter.
like a
Yes.
regular dog, and it scared the life out of me. And somehow it snuck up on me with my supersonic hearing, and two dogs with dog hearing. Normally, they wouldn't even let a rabbit
Yeah.
in the yard 5 feet away, and they would hear that. So how did this dog come all the way up and was standing behind me when I turned around? You go, I screamed. I was so scared. I'm surprised my shoes didn't come off. The dog screamed. The other one ran. I yelled
Wait,
for my son.
what's the kind of this dog was it? What kind of
I
it?
don't
What kind of
know.
dog was?
I've
Wow,
never seen anything like it to even put a name like and even breed on it. It just looked not
Yeah.
normal. I've never seen it before. I called up front and I said, "Oh my gosh, there's something loose in the neighborhood and it's big and white and I don't know whose dog it is." And the lady never heard of a white dog. Then we went down and talked to all the neighbors. Nobody knew anything about it. I don't know where it
Wow.
went. It just disappeared. It was
It
weird.
went where it was in
It
your
ran behind our
yard. Oh,
backyard and then it ran like straight through everybody's backyards that are like all
it's
adjacent to each
so
other. So
weird. It was that dog was weird. Oh my
that was
god.
weird. And then my friend Becca says, "What did you say?" You said, "Well, I had because she has one brown eye and one blue eye, so it was kind of weird." She was like, "What the heck?"
So did you see it that dog coming after you, or like you were like,
No,
oh,
it was just
okay, I was
standing
just
behind me when I turned around.
behind
It was
you.
so
Oh,
startling. It was like in the
dang,
movies
that's
where you don't know anyone's there and you wonder why they don't
yes,
hear it, but then
yep.
they turn around and they're just like petrified. That's exactly what happened to me.
And
Yeah.
that dog is where
Maybe it was
is
a
it? Where is it
shapeshifter.
went? Maybe maybe it was. Maybe it was. Yeah.
And it sure didn't like. I mean, a little puppy was chasing it down, and it was long gone. I was like, "Oh Lord!" I was just praying the dog would stop running because my leg was already messed up, and I came back. I barely got back in the
leg
house.
was really bad. Your leg was
Yeah.
messed up. Oh my
Yep,
god.
and it's still 2 years later. Well, it needs surgery, but that's another story. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that and take care of 3 dogs because you
How
can't like
can you?
yeah, well, you're not supposed to bend and mess around. And
Oh
like
yeah,
I would have to have a caregiver. And my husband now finally has got back to
yeah.
work, so he's no good for anything because he has to work. And the kids are mostly
Your
young adults, but busy. They're
son?
not
What
really.
about him? Your son has to do it too, or no? To take
Hold on.
care of you? Okay.
Well, now that he's here, yeah, he could probably help, but it's hard to replace him. I
Oh,
do a lot.
that
I have a
makes
lot of like, like it's just
yeah.
what your pets are used to you and how you do things. I hope
Yeah.
that the guys will pay
That
attention and
dog
learn,
needs
but
to
they don't.
stop. Annoying. Sorry. Snowing. It's snowing here right now. Snowing. Have you have
Where are you at?
snow? Oh, Ohio. Where are you?
Yeah, we've had a lot here, but not
Where?
recently.
Sorry. Where? Where?
Hold on, let me get her to be quiet. She's
I'm
barking too loud. Hold on.
You're from the
My weather's
Texas?
beautiful.
weather is
Yeah, I don't even
beautiful
have a
down
jacket
there.
on.
Yours.
Hmm.
What's
I don't even know what the temp is right now.
what's the temperature right now in
The
Houston's
hell?
the
64.
64
64 and sunny. Yeah.
sunny there. It's
Hmm.
snowing here. Wow, that's hard.
That is hard. I hate snow.
Snow is. Have you ever get anything snow or no?
No.
Have you ever? Oh, you
I'm in
know.
like Dallas, Fort Worth area, so we get like
Okay,
ice
that's
storms. Like we
ice
get
storms.
snow, but
Oh,
not like what y'all get, not feet of snow or anything. And we only get it like
oh,
one day a year, and then it like melts the next day. Yeah, we don't get like snow like you guys do. It's always too sunny and hot here.
too sunny and it's hot.
We
It's
do
really
get
hot.
cold days.
Do you get
Yeah,
cold
well, we get
days?
cold
Oh,
days. It's like I said, it's 64 today. It feels really good. It's not like hot or cold.
oh,
It's beautiful today.
beautiful
Last week it
today.
was 70. 70s last week, and it was even more
70s
beautiful. Hmm.
last week. You're so
Yeah, we were
lucky.
hiking last week. Yes,
How
we
it
were hiking.
how is that? How is that? The hiking the trails.
Beautiful.
How is that?
We love it.
Beautiful.
I love the nature. Yeah, we moved out from the city out to the country, and we have an acre. We're about to have an acre and a half, and it's beautiful. Like, was it last night? Yeah, it was last night. I
Less
had like 8 deer in my backyard. I was
eight of
outside
them.
smoking a
That's
cigarette. Yes, I looked up and I heard,
eight deer in your
yes,
backyard. That's
it was
wow.
like a
That's
whole group of deer. I thought it was four, and then all of a sudden, just more
like
just kept like coming. I was like, wow, I got a whole backyard full of deer right now. It's so cool. I love it. I want to put like deer feed out, which I don't need
deer
to,
feed out.
obviously. Yeah, go.
Why? Because of like why is
Well,
that? Deer
just for them to
feed.
keep coming to my yard, but obviously
Yes.
they're coming to my yard eating something anyways, so I probably don't need to put anything out. I just want them to keep coming to my yard because I usually see
Yes.
them like around, like if I'm up late and I go outside like after midnight, I'll see them like creeping around. But last night it was like 7 or 8 o'clock. It was early
7
in the evening.
or
Yeah,
8
yeah, it was early.
deer in your yard. Like
Yeah,
that's
at 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
eventually. Oh,
Yeah, it's weird. I'm about to have
deers
to jump
are
off here,
coming.
guys.
Okay.
Yeah, my
I will.
daughter's they're about to have me pull up.
Sorry,
It was
guys.
nice
We had
talking
to
to
calm
you.
down some loud
That's
dogs.
okay. Your dogs are the calming down. Really? They really did? Thank God.
Finally, yeah.
That
A
barking
friend of mine
finally.
All
stopped
right.
by
I love
and
you,
they were like,
Sherry.
Oh, love
sure.
Bye,
you
Love you
Noel.
too,
too.
hon.
Bye,
Bye.
Talk to
Love
guys.
you
you
later.
too. Bye. I talk to you later. Can you please tell me how is they calm down? How can you yes
Okay,
use
well,
estimate those
we've got
dogs
everybody.
to
We've
calm
got everybody.
down?
I'm gonna stop.
Oh
Well,
God.
I spoke too
Now here
soon.
we go.
Usually, just by
You
everybody stop. By holding them, usually, or if you go sit down in a chair, they like to sit and chill with you and watch a movie. So those are ways we get them
which
to calm down. Usually,
movies?
movies,
Which
yeah.
ones? Wait. Which
Well, I
is
usually
the
try to
ones
put
you
dog
like?
movies on for them so that
Dog
it'll get their
movies
attention.
on. Is it helps you or is it not? Those dogs
Well, I would say only one of them I've
movies.
ever really seen actually watch it. The TV, that is. Most of them don't even pay attention, but one of them
Okay,
does.
what?
You'll look over to
One of
see him
them
and you'll be watching
does.
a
Okay,
movie.
those dogs watching
They're a
have
riot.
those dogs are watching it or like do they pay detention? Do they pay attention?
Just the
Do they
one, just the
watch it?
youngest
Oh,
one.
just the one.
Yeah.
Okay,
But the older dogs, no, they're
the
not really
dogs
like.
are
I mean,
no,
if
they're
I
not
think
like
when they're
that.
younger, they're more interested in like a barking dog on TV. Then once they get older, they kind of
The
figure it out.
cats. Haha.
Or cats, yeah.
What about how is they me others?
Well,
the
we have no
dogs in the
cats, and they're
communities?
not. Oh, they're not fond of
How?
cats.
No, they are not.
We have
Oh,
a cat that used to hang out in our yard, but the dogs didn't really like the cat. It would stay like away from them, but
yeah.
they just like, yeah, they just ain't about it.
So those dogs are not like those the cats, because why? That's one of them, or no? Those cat. Where's that? A cat went. That's
Oh, we
one of
just like
them.
there's one like
Yes,
stray cats that live in the neighborhood.
yes,
I
the
haven't seen
stray
that cat since winter started.
cats. Really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. We named him and everything.
Really?
He would always come over when my husband was outside
Oh,
grilling all summer, and the cat would smell
really?
the barbecue and come over, and my husband would share with him. We just decided to name him because he would always hang out in our yard, so we gave him a name.
And he always came into your yard.
Yeah. Even
Yard.
one day he came
Yes.
up and laid on one of my patio chairs, and that was kind of
Oh,
weird. I
it's
was like,
so
oh wow.
cute. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird. What was
He
it?
figured that we weren't like bad people that would hurt him, and
Yeah.
that we just accepted him. So he just was like, okay, well, maybe they'll be all right with me sitting on this chair. And I just kind of walked over and sat in the chair next to him and didn't even give him, like
That
just to.
cat comes around and Timor, or no? Is that
No,
cat
not
is
since winter.
not
Yeah,
since winter? Okay, that
right.
makes
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
seen him. That cat hasn't been coming around since winter. That's
Yeah, so my plan is then tomorrow I'll post it later, but I will put up the
tomorrow.
next afternoon.
Tomorrow. Afternoon. You can post it a little later about your husband or your dad.
My
Sorry.
dad. Yeah, and I'll go ahead and I'll have it in the title what the next part we're going to go over is. So
And so, do you have a the uh, the Discord?
I do not. I've never started one. I may eventually in the future, but a channel in itself and life itself and all that other Facebook stuff is a lot to
This
manage.
channel is about, like, I have seen your channel just one time. Is that correct? Or it's
I think so, but I've seen you in other chats like around
which
YouTube
chat?
here and there.
Which chat? Which ones?
Well, I could have sworn that I've seen you in Leanies before in the past. I was sure of it.
Ladies,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And how do you actually they know her? How do you know her?
Well, I met her
Ladies.
through
Met
another
her.
creator.
Oh,
And when she first came in, and I was on that person's channel, and so I got introduced to her there, and then she had started her own, and so kind of like everybody just kind of like
does she has the problems, or like I
no,
can, okay,
no,
that
we have
makes
a good time. I mean, sometimes
oh
there's things that have to
some
be addressed, but really she
yes.
keeps everything real, and it's a good time.
Okay, I was making sure.
Yeah,
Who
but yeah.
else? Who who else do you know on here? Who else? Like, do I
Well,
know
I
her?
watch mostly true crime channels, so like
True
I watched.
crime.
Yeah,
Yes, those
yeah.
those Sebastian's case. How was that
That's
going,
one of them I've
Sebastian?
seen here and there, but
Seen here and there,
I
Sebastian
feel like they're getting close to
case.
figuring out something with that. That's kind of like the
How?
last time
Can
I
you
checked in.
please? How would you? How would you know
I don't know, but that's
about
what
that
I've been
case?
watching.
Oh,
Well, I've just been kind of like keeping up to date on like where they're at. When they say there's new evidence,
Sebastian is
I don't know if there is, but
where's he at? So Sebastian's case. Is
Yeah, I
he?
don't know. I think they're still trying to
Oh,
figure out if he's, what happened to him.
what about that? The boy went away, and what's his name? Tyler or something like that.
I don't know. There's a lot of missing kids out there. It's so overwhelming.
Why?
So
It's so sad. These
it is.
missing, so
Yeah, you
missing.
literally need to have your kid tied to your hip
Yes,
at
the
all times if
kids.
you
Yeah,
don't.
true crime. Yes. What's the true crime that you have been looking into? What's
Mostly the Idaho 4 right now because there's so much going on with that.
Idaho
So
for a ride right now
yeah.
because of why? Because that
There's just a
crime,
lot of stuff coming
a lot
out, and
going
so I've
on.
just been
So,
kind of trying to figure out a lot of stuff's coming to light. So it's been interesting.
and
Yeah.
what true crime do you actually into the joy? Yes, which what
Most
types? I'm sorry, what
recently,
types?
what types?
Yes,
Most recently, like you talking about
yes,
channels
y- 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 uh, y- uh,
or
y- 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 yes, the both
yeah. So like,
cases. Yes,
um,
interesting.
I watch Harsh sometimes. I
Harsh
check in on
is
him. And because I really like, he's a right, he's fun. And then I watch Birdie, which is somebody new that I just recently discovered, and I really like the
who's
way that
that?
he's a true
Birdie
crime channel.
is
Birdie,
what does
yeah,
he
and
actually do? He talks about
yeah, he's got a
true,
real open channel where everybody can
true
just kind of share their thoughts
crimes.
and true crime stuff. Yeah,
Oh, can I can I please check that out? That
yeah, just type it into YouTube on the search bar. Just put in Birdie and it'll
Birdie, just
Birdie.
that, like,
Yeah, and just that. Yeah.
and he goes live like when? Like he
At
goes
7
live
p.m.
at 7 p.m.
every night. Yep.
And he goes on the live streams. Does he do
Yep.
the opening? Does he have
I
an
don't think he does live.
openings?
He doesn't
The
do panels, but he does call-ins where people can call in
panels.
and
What
do
is that? What's
questions.
call-in? What is that? What's
It's where like
the
you can call in and
the
discuss what you think
questions?
about a crime.
Oh, that's
So like you can call in, ask a question, or discuss what you think about a crime or what they've been talking about. So that's pretty cool.
that's
I've
cool.
heard the shows. I've watched the shows where they do that, and there's been some pretty interesting theories. So yeah.
And true crime is it's like a real a thing. True crime, and sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not.
Right.
What
Exactly.
Angel? Okay, and it's like a fake. It's fake. The fake also.
Say that again. Sorry.
I said, the true crime. How did you get
Oh,
into that? How did you
okay.
get
So like,
into true crime? How did you get
right.
into it? Yes. How
It would
did
have been when I was watching YouTube probably like 4 years ago, and the Callie Rodney case started up,
Kelly
and Rodney,
Ronnie case? Never never heard of that
that one.
case
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, so
What
that was
is
the
it?
one that caught my attention, and then
Ronnie case.
I think Gabby Petito was kind of not long after that one. So
Abby
kind of
Batia,
those,
yes.
yeah. So those were the
Robert,
ones.
did he get in trouble? That's the Robert dude. Did he get into trouble or no? What happened to
Um,
to that Yes, that case.
I'm not for sure on that one.
That
'Cause there's a
Robert
lot of them that just
case.
don't have answers. You know what I mean? There's a lot of them that don't like,
Yes.
and whatever answers there are may not be the truth. So
And the Sebastians, I do think he's alive or dead.
I don't think he's with us anymore.
How would you know that? Do you
Because the
think that's
parents'
the
lack of wanting to look
parents?
for him. There was too much. They were just way
Oh,
different than what normal parents act like when their child disappeared. It was just
how?
too strange.
How is
All of
it
his
too
things were in the house, and then there wasn't really a trace of him past the driveway,
Oh, that's
which would
weird.
mean, if
Which
somebody was gonna
means the
get somebody out of the
parents.
house, the last place you'd smell that person or a scent would be at the vehicle where it left in the driveway. I don't know.
So,
I
do
just
you
think that it's
think
weird.
the parents did something to him? That
I don't know, but they do act a little
Sebastian,
suspicious.
like how? Like how is
I
they
don't know.
act
They
like they're
just
so
didn't appear to me to
suspicious?
be authentic. They seemed to be more scared, and the fear seemed more of their sadness than the child being gone. I guess is the way I read it when I first saw
So,
him.
did he have any the the problems? Is Sebastian did have any cycle behind it? His
Yeah, because I think he had
personality,
autism. I believe he had autism was what
and
he had, right?
he
Or
ran.
something.
Did he ran away? Did that kid ran away?
That's what they
That's what
tried to make
they
it seem like, but it doesn't look like he did.
seem like.
Yeah.
And there's no footprints, no nothing of that
Right.
kid.
Mm,
That's interesting.
it really is.
Wow.
And of course the there's a couple different versions of her original story
The
of like
mothers
what happened
are,
that
what is it?
evening.
The mother said what? Yeah,
Well,
Sebastian's case.
originally she said that he went to bed and she didn't hear anything from him, and then until the next morning he was not there. Another time she said that she heard a thud.
A thud, yes.
Yeah, and then but her story changed a couple times in what she actually described. So people have caught that have like dug into it. I just listen and kind of see what people
Do
are saying.
you think that he ran away? Like, do you think somebody
No.
actually go into his house and
I
taken
don't know. They said
him?
that he was supposed to be going to live with this real dad in just a very short time from when this happened. So I felt like at first it was like some kind of like a fight over the kid between the parents, and I don't know. I mean, that was the
His
first thing I
real
thought. Well, maybe
dad.
that was
Okay.
it, and then
Mm.
but then I don't know. And then they said the stepdad wasn't that nice to him. So there's just so many different things that could have happened.
So when are we gonna find out? Like, when is the
Right,
truth
exactly.
find out? Like when is he's gonna be dead or alive? Like Sebastian's
Well,
case.
hopefully soon, because it seems like they've been looking into some stuff,
Soon.
and yeah, I hope so.
Hopefully soon. Like, I was just making sure about that case is really interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's the ones where they just disappeared into thin air, and then
Yeah.
both, like Kim and Summer, both when they disappear
Summer,
like that,
yeah.
and then the parents act the way they do. It just tells me I may not know the story, but I know the
Summer.
intention of it.
Wait,
Something's off about it.
that
Well,
girl is what's this
disappeared too,
summer
remember?
case? Oh yeah, the summer
Yeah, and there
case.
was no
Yeah.
trace of her, and she supposedly had no shoes on
Okay, yeah.
either. You know, people are just,
Yeah.
there's a fairy flying around, snatching
Yeah.
up kids, and they just disappear into
Yeah.
thin air, you know what I mean? So,
Like,
whatever.
it's so interesting that summer case.
It's ridiculous,
kind of-
but
Yes. it
well,
is.
I hope you are able to tune in tomorrow, but I'm gonna have to get off here because my dogs are starting to get hungry and they're gonna keep barking. And
Your dogs are starting to get hungry.
yeah, yeah. Look, this one, the oldest dog knows exactly that 5 o'clock. Anything after 5 o'clock, he's mad. He's angry. After 5.
Are you serious? Like why?
Yeah.
Because of like they are
Different times when we've like
hungry,
gone on
different
trips and stuff,
times.
they were like on a schedule. And it was like 5, and so then they start doing it to us. I didn't used to have it like a set schedule, but they got kind of weird after they had to been fed at a certain time every day, like for when we were on a trip. So yeah.
Oh, can you look in the private chat, please?
Let me look back here. Let's see.
Is
Got it.
that okay that I put out that? I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's
to you.
private anyway, so that's fine.
Is that fine if you wanna text me? I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah.
Is that okay? Like I'm just
Yeah,
making
that's
sure
fine.
if that. Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming and hanging out with us. It's been great.
Very welcome. And then after the stream, you will probably can text me.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming up. Have a good day.
Welcome. You as well too. Nice to talk to you.
There we go.
There we go. Yes. Is it working? I can't even see it.
I know, aren't the screens fun?
The screens are fun or no?
No, they're not, but
Are you gonna end the show or do you know how
you
to
can
end
go
the
ahead
show?
no, you can go ahead and drop down and then I'll say goodbye to everybody and then I'll end it. Becca says love ya. Love y'all.
Love y'all. See you in another time, y'all. Have a good day. Have a good day, y'all. Good night, people. Have a blessed day. Yep. Good night. Bye. 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 And then I can't. Okay. Well, I'm just waiting for you to. Okay, and it,
okay.
Yes, that's how I am. Yes. Hi, everybody. She didn't end in her show, dude. A wild angel. Okay, I'm sorry.
Off. Okay.
Oh,
I'll do it. There we go. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome back, Mary Jane Doe. I'm going to end this. I have company and we've been on for a little bit and then I will be posting the time for tomorrow's live. And thanks for everybody for hanging out and see you all soon. Bye.